Good morning. It is VV Drop Live. We are just getting started here. Grail Day. And every time I start this that I'm streaming on, it goes loud. It's now muted. I can't mute it beforehand. Anyways, it's good to see everyone. Got a few people here. I don't know if we're going to have anyone here. We're going to see. Hopefully, we're going to have some people show up for this drop today. Remember that you can get 10 free gems by using that QR code. And you will get 10 free gems if you're a new user. It's, of course, affiliate code. So keep that in mind. But we've got Xmen today. We should have Big A coming on here soon. And it is already 9:30. I don't think you're going to have to join the wait list. And we'll go over this drop once we get a few more people in here. But it should be pretty decent. And, of course, we've got Hulk, FA Thunderbolts on Thursday. So that's going to be an interesting one. But this one actually has some decent real world value. So let's check it out here in a second. Hold on. I just want to make sure I've got my poll up here. Make sure you're voting for the poll. If you want to help everyone out and let them know what you're going to be doing on Veve. God, what is going on here? Hold on a second here. There we go. Now we're on there. We got it working. All right. So we've got 6 votes in, 67% saying they're going for it. We only have a few people here, but make sure you're voting. Let me know what you're going to do today. Let's check who's in chat. We don't have that many people here yet, but we'll wait and hopefully we'll get some more on Arena Social. Good to everyone over there. Christopher, good morning, everyone. I'm going for a few on this drop. I got to talk to people about this. And we also have to go over the Blackpink drop and like what the play on that is, because it's going to burn, I believe, tomorrow. So we'll take a look at that. FYI, Mission Impossible is going to be killer. Is that this weekend? I actually want to see that. I guess Memorial Weekend it's coming out, or it's going to premiere on Wednesday or Thursday. Let me know. Should be pretty good. Alejandro, good to see you. What's up? A member of the channel. Appreciate that. Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're going to do on this comic. 120. Let me know your thoughts on this. Pooski, our very first member of the channel. Appreciate you being here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Got a few people over on Arena Social. So if you say hi over there, I'll shout you out. And also remember that you can get those 10 free gems here. I'm going to put the link in both. Let's see. I'll put the actual link here on YouTube X, and then I'll put it also in here for the Arena Social people. If in case you want to join, it is free gems. All right. Let's see. Get those votes in because I'm really kind of curious what people are going to do. We only have 7 votes in, 57% going for it. Now this is higher than normal. But the good news is it's $6.99. Yeah, I figured it was Thursday. Any good buckets? Like, you know, by the way, Christopher, have you seen or do you remember Mission Impossible, the remake, the TV show in the 80s? It was actually really good, but it's hard to find. It might be a little bit easier these days. I tried a few years ago. I don't even know. You probably have to get it on DVD if you can even find it. A lot of people forgot about that show in the 80s. Actually, really good show. Picked up an Anakin pod racer. Very cool. How much did you pay, by the way? I did not get any of those. Just too much. My jammies are down. I'm down to like 166. I can't sell anything. So I'm kind of worried. Let's see. If you have T-Mobile, you can get $5 movie ticket for Mission Impossible. That's right. I forgot about T-Mobile with those great deals. That's actually pretty cool. We got CR Max over there. What is up on Arena? Or the Arena. By the way, if you want to join the drop today, it is only $6.99, and you're going to get 10 free gems if you're a new user using that QR code or that link that I have in there. I've signed up a few people, although it's not showing up on my Impact website. I guess it doesn't matter if I get any money off of it if we add some more people to Veve. That's the end goal there. Oh yeah, the buckets are going to be amazing. Yes, I do recall the show. I have on a hard drive. Really? I got to get that from you. I can't. I want to go back and watch them, but it was only on a couple years, and they had the son of one of the actors on there, and I'm blanking on the one guy, but it was actually a really good show. It was kind of fun in the 80s. A lot of people don't remember. 15 gems, not bad for $30 out there. All right, let's go ahead and, like I said, I think Big A is going to come on. He might be walking. He might be hating me now, but let's go ahead, take a look at what Veve's got. Let's do this.
What's Veve got? Time to check out the drop. What's Veve got? Time to check out the drop. What's Veve got? Time to check out the drop. What's Veve got?
Well, we've got Xmen number 5. First appearance of Asteroid M. Asteroid M. What is Asteroid M? It is Magneto's asteroid orbiting base. So kind of important. Been not in the movies yet. But let's go ahead and take a look at the comic here. We've got the original cover. This is 19. Hold on, I got to go check right here. I think it's 1964 on this. Obviously, X-Men was 1963, but this was 1964. There's the first cover. I love the original covers on these older comics. There is the wait. Did I put these out of order? I guess I got them out of order. Whatever. There's the rare. There's the ultra rare, the secret rare. I don't have the uncommon in here. What did I do? I guess I thought the rare was the same as the uncommon. That's pretty funny. All right. Well, anyways, there it is. There, the uncommon is just the regular one, just the common one, but make it black and white pretty much. So there you go. That is what Veve's got. We actually have Big A coming in. I really hate this mic. I'm going to just lower it a little bit. But let's go do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the real world value on this. I think you're going to be surprised. Let's take a look.
Real world value. Ooh.
Oh, I'm bad at this job. I need to quit. Here we go, everyone. There's X-Men number 5 right there. We haven't had one that's been worth a decent amount. I don't have the 9.8, but as you can see here, what is that? 22. I can't even read in front of me. $22,000 for a 9.6. Pretty good compared to what we have. Not sure that's going to make a difference here, but it might. It might. And if you go ahead and take a look at eBay, there are no 9.8. So at least I didn't scroll down far enough, but you can see a 2.0 selling for 165. There's a 3.5 selling for 279. I think we got like some reprints maybe. There you go. There's a 4.5, 400. So a lot of value. Again, I don't know what that 9.8. I'm assuming it's a lot. 325. These are ones that have actually sold. 549 for a 6, 500 for a 6. But no 9.8s. I didn't find any 9.8s, but it definitely has some good value. There's a 5. So yeah, I think this could do well today. There are 5,000 of these. So I don't know what's going to happen, but don't forget they are going to burn after 30 days. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that is basically what we've got. But with the burning in 30 days, maybe they sell 500 to 1,000 of these, and then of course they'll be burned. This will be a good one to keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks, because when it gets close to burning, that might be the time to buy them. There is your real world value. Let's quickly look at the Minty Fresh numbers. All right, there we go. 5,000 of these puppies. 158 is going to be the first mint. 5,000 is the last. Remember, be careful when you're buying these in the market. Buy them at floor. No guarantees is not financial advice, but if you're good at sniping, you might get lucky and get one of these good mints. That Jack Kirby will be pretty good to have from 1917, 1922, 1923, 1939 for Timely Comics, 1961 when Timely turns into actual what we know today, Marvel, 1963, FA X-Men, and 1964 is going to be the Chaser. 2024, 2025, 5,000. And then I've got all these movies. But again, be careful. It doesn't look like these are selling that well. Those are your Minty Fresh numbers. All right, let's go bring up the only reason why people show up here. Big A, what's going on? Kombucha? What the hell are we drinking today?
Watermelon poppy.
Okay, what is that? Oh, that's that like 40 calorie drink, right? Something like that.
This one, poppy, has 30.
30 calories. All right, what a deal. What I sold. I'll drink anything for 30 calories.
The watermelon, really good. Yeah,
I really. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was trying to set up the new computer. It had some NVIDIA broadcast thing on it, and it worked fine when I put it up, but then it said it needed an update. When I did an update, then
it reset everything, right?
Well, when I would go into launch, it would say you need to give permission to your camera and microphone. When I went to do that, it would say it's already in use by something else. And
I've had that same freaking issue.
So I just deleted it. The NVIDIA broadcast or whatever, I just deleted it and now it works. So
maybe is that what I'm using? I don't know. I just did, actually there was a major update today, so I just, or it might have been yesterday, but I just updated it this morning. Happens to me a lot, so it's just one of the things that I have to deal with. Let's go ahead and let's see who's in chat and get updated, and then we'll move forward. Watman is saying Lilo and Stitch popcorn buckets are awesome. We just got them in for the release this weekend. I need to start collecting those. I kind of like them, although I don't have room for it. Ahoy, ahoy, Denny OC. Good to see you. Hope everyone's having a grand day. We are, but it will be better when you're here in the United States. Let us know when you moved here. Might go for one of these saving gems for Thursday comic. Yeah, the FA appearance of Thunderbolts on Hulk is going to be pretty big. So yeah, I might just buy one today, but I think I'm going to go for it. Wes, good to see you. Nothing better than listening to InformMint in the morning while taking a bath. Really? Wait, so we've got two people now, blood brothers between Big A and Wes taking baths. Look at that. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I love taking a bath. It's not
just I will say no, it is relaxing. I do appreciate that you don't do it while we're streaming, though. I do appreciate that. What's up, Digital Vibes? Good to see you. He's my favorite second monitor streamer. Look at that. There you go. Not
how's the sound on the new laptop?
Actually, it's pretty good. It's a little bit deeper, so it sounds good. Okay. And I was looking at your face, and I'm like you look like you've been lifting weights or something. I don't know. It just feels a little bit more. I don't know. It's the camera or it's you. I don't know. Usually cameras make us look fatter.
It should be higher quality. So
no, it does look. It looks better than my piece of crap. So I definitely like it. Majin saying Xmen definitely has a lot of dope mints. Good luck to anyone going for it. Are you going for it, Majin, or are you just going to scam everyone and just go for every giveaway? I think that's what he's going to do. Auto pay enabled. What's up, Kryptoni? Another member of the channel. Good to see you. By the way, we got a few people over at the arena. Howdy to you few people. Auto pay enabled. That's the way to do it. Yesterday, I bought random candy pack. Got a legendary. Of course you did. And for that, I'm not going to be mean today. I'm going to say you're a winner. I actually saw the pack he got. How much was that pack? I need to go back over there. Every time I pull the trigger, I get worse than the core. Somehow I get something worse than what anyone else gets on the comment. It's horrific. What's up, Bree? Thank you for your military service. Good to see you in Nevada, getting something I can't buy in Utah, then back to camp. Interesting. Yes, that is the way to do it. Actually, in Utah, when I was there, we went to Colorado and then we went back. I know exactly what you're doing. By the way, Free, our biggest member of the channel, let's go ahead and play his little jingle here. All right, there you go. There you go. Good to have you here, Free. Let's see. All bounties still on the table for the cross-section helmet. I know, and I noticed people were still going for it. So, what's your deal on that? Did you go for any of the cross sections? Because I mean, if you get that 1977, it's worth a lot.
Yeah, I bought one, and then I bought two more on the market.
And wait, that wasn't the one you got the 420 on, right?
The 432. Oh no. The 420 was on the cut mask. But
cut mask. Oh, okay, yeah.
The one you did, the Luke Skywalker. I put it for 89 and it sold right away.
And so I know when you did that, I wanted to buy it. I wasn't fast enough.
Well, I had it for 169. Nobody bought it. They had 69, which I think is a better mint. You would agree? 69 is better than 420, right?
Yeah, maybe on this.
I don't know. And of the two numbers.
Yeah, but 420, I mean, Free's going to Nevada. So, I mean, it's a pretty big number.
So it sat at 122 and nobody bought it. And then he put it for 96 auction with no, and they didn't have any bids on it.
Oh, didn't have any bids? Here's the problem.
I went 89.
Either somebody knows something's coming on Sunday, right? We already know what we got coming Saturday. Or nobody's buying anything. I may have no gems. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not trying to give away stuff. but I may have to take a break from buying stuff. I mean, I got 163 gems. I want to go for one today. I want to go for maybe a couple on Thursday. So something big drops on Sunday, I'm screwed. I'm basically screwed. So Majin, he's skipping drop today, but I may eventually mint some. I don't believe it will sell. Yeah, so this one has a lot of real world value. So maybe this will be a good one to have. Mint 21 is minted, but not claimed yet. Oh, you're talking about like they haven't claimed, haven't put it out to sell it to.
I think he put it on. I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought I saw it,
and he said he put it for 1977 on the market.
Yeah, I thought I saw it in there. I don't know.
Must mean it's not bought yet. Nobody bought it yet for that.
Well, right, because it's either going to be David Yu or
Ace Rig Mover. Or no,
Atomic.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Something like that. Video Shane, good to see you. By the way, there's a little feedback coming from you. I don't know if you hear that or if it's just me. I don't know. There might be an echo thing on StreamYard. If you go into audio, there might be
noise. There we go.
Yeah, let's see if that helps.
All right, I reduced the background noise.
Yeah. Okay, that fixed it. Oh no, now it's back. It's all right. We'll figure it out. It's not too bad. Let's see. Oh, Video Shane, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's checking out his content. He does stuff for McFarlane Trivia Night, so definitely be checking him out. What do you got going on this week, Video Shane, and what are you going to do today? By the way, on the poll, we've got 42% going for this, only 19 votes. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Let's see. California Comics messaged me about my Mint 26 Grogu, but they said I was short with them, so they passed on it. Short with them. Wait, is California Comics plural? I thought it's just Veve Veve. I don't know. Explain that more. Short with them. Interesting. California Comics said he was going to buy that thing for me from 1960, but he didn't end up buying it. So
when you say feedback, you're saying like you can hear like an echo?
It's probably like me talking or you finishing. I think it's me talking. I'm hearing.
Are you hearing it now?
No.
Well, you got to talk.
Howdy, people. How you doing today? I don't hear it. Now you do.
I have the echo cancellation on.
Yeah, now I don't hear it.
Background noise reduction.
Okay, now I don't hear it. Perfect.
Okay.
It means it was me. Oh, now I just heard it again. I don't know. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later. Tucson, it means he was mean. Interesting. Let me check mine. Maybe it's my settings. Audio. No, I've got my echo.
Is the screen hearing it? That would.
Here, I reduced my mic background. Now I don't hear it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Testes. Yeah, I hear it a little bit. I will figure it out. It doesn't matter. What's up, Arif? What's going on? And we got Lorenz. Veve is the deal. By the way, if you want to get free gems over there on the Arena Social or here on YouTube, all you have to do is use the QR code you see on the screen. You're going to get 10 free gems, no strings attached, but you must be a new user. No credit card needed either. Yeah, I need to know more about this, Kryptoni. I'm so curious what's going on. All right, it is 9:48. You got about 7 minutes, a little less than 7 minutes to join the wait list. In fact, I have not joined the wait list. I'm going to join it, although I don't think it's going to sell it. I'm going to go ahead and join it just in case I want to buy it before the rebound. I might just wait for the rebound. I've not been very lucky lately, so I've joined. I'm on there. Yeah,
I sent you an NFT real world use story. That's also an Avalanche story.
Interesting. Is this something let's see here? The first stadium. Okay, so this is something we want to discuss.
I think we're an NFT project trying to become like replace digital collectibles. I think showing use cases for NFTs.
I think that would be pretty good. Okay, hold on one second here, because what I think we're gonna do. We've already looked at the Minty Fresh numbers. I'm making sure we're caught up. I did not do any funny comics or any BS like that today. Let me see. Let me get caught up. Rush me. We got that. Okay, let's see. I tried to multi-stream to Arena Social yesterday using the stream key, but it wasn't working. Okay, Digital Vibes. Do you use StreamYard? Yeah, let me know if you use StreamYard, because I had issues too. So what I have to do, I can't preset it up. So what I do is I'll set it up on Arena Social and on StreamYard. And then when I go, Streamlabs, OBS. So what I do is I set it up, and then I have to start it first on Arena Social, and then I launch my StreamYard, and then it works. But otherwise, it will not work. I don't know about Streamlabs, but probably the same thing. Probably the same thing. All right. So before we go to that, though, I definitely want to play the best game on Earth, the Blow Me game. And are you ready, Big A? Is everyone in chat ready to play Blow Me? You ready? That the excitement that this is ridiculous. You got to be more excited. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and play.
I thought you were about to roll the music.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not good at this thing here. I got to find it and have it already.
Okay.
And I'm lost. All right, everyone, here we go. Blow me.
Blow me. Wow. Back to the days of neon and tubes, cassette dreams and joystick moves. If you don't know, you're too damn new. It's time to blow me, dude. Blow.
All right, why do we do this? Because otherwise the show would be even more boring. All right, so these have come back in recent years, but do you remember what these are? And let me know in chat too if you know what these are. This one's actually pretty easy, but let me know what you think these are. Yeah, that's about right, Tucson. You remember these?
No, it's not magnetic. It's just a piece of metal in it.
Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and take.
You slap it. It was called slap something, right?
That's right. It was called slap bracelets. If you got the original ones, if they broke, you could cut yourself. So what would happen is these are not the new ones that they released recently. These go back into the 80s, and they were really cool. And you'd slap them on there, and then they would fray, and then the metal piece would get exposed, and you would basically unlife yourself with these things. So yeah, very fun.
Yeah, it's just like a cloth pouch over a sheet
over like a razor blade is what it was. It was like this metal, like sharp craziness. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing the Cabbage Club Cash App giveaway tonight. Hey, Kryptoni, if you have the link to that, can you put that in here for last people to do? Tucson does not like the slap bracelet. It's stupid. Seriously? I'm pretty sure the whole thing's stupid, but okay, whatever. All right, let's go on to the next one. Blow me, Tucson. Okay, Kryptoni likes it. Old people like this. All right, let's go on to the next one. Check it out. And I'm expanding to not just objects and other things. Let's take a look at this next one. Okay, now this, you will see that it says Franklin in the top, right? But this is very specific. This was that burgundy red one. What the heck is this? This was very specific back in the day, late 80s, early 90s. Very important. Do you know what this is? You remember Franklin, because they did a bunch of stuff, right? They did like a dictionary and like a portal. It's not the dictionary. I actually erased what it is. You'll see it in the next one. Does anyone know what this is? See and spell? It's not see and spell. It's not see and spell. He loves. Hey, what's up, Sean? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for yesterday reaching out. Just stopping by to hang out. Absolutely. Good talking to you, Sean. And yeah, give me an update. When I sent him some stuff he can look into to help him out. I want to make sure that stuff goes through. All right, Tucson, a better guess. Franklin is sports. It's not sports. It's not the dictionary. It's not a Rolodex. It's not base. What was it?
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. No, they did I think they did a dictionary lineup card thing. Okay, guys, and Gail's out there. This is one of the greatest inventions ever. Let's take a look at what it was.
Originally, I thought it was a pager, a Bible.
The Holy Bible. That's right, everyone. King James Version too. King James Version, very important. Pocket thesaurus. I mean, actually, I'm glad nobody got this. So I remember the commercials for this, how ridiculous they were. But yes, this color one, this one that is this burgundy was the Holy Bible. I don't know if they had other versions. Franklin is a turtle. He is a turtle. All right. So you like my little people praying there? Because I could just see yourself like this.
Use case for this is like, oh wait, what was that Psalms that like the desert? And, oh wait, I got you. Hold on, dude, I got you.
It's not the Old Testament. It's the King James Version. Come on now. But yeah, you're totally right. You're like sitting around, you're smoking pot and drinking beer, and you're like, I wonder what that was, and you're like, and looking it up. I'm sure that's how it went. All right, let's go check out the next one. Okay, who is this, and what company did he represent? This is very important. Who is it, and what company did he represent in this picture?
He had a famous daughter, right?
Did he have a famous daughter? All right, come on, people. I'm looking in chat for this. Who knows? Does anyone on Arena know? Okay, all right. We got the first one. Jason Payne is correct. It is Ed McMahon.
Oh, that's Ed McMahon. I thought that was Dave from Wendy's.
Oh, I guess it does kind of look like him. I had to find something that I wouldn't get like sued on. All right, sweepstakes, but I can't remember first part.
Oh,
Johnny Carson, co-host. Very good. Lehigh Coca from Christ. That's pretty free. He gets his little jingle again because that made me laugh. Win $1 million. Ed McMahon, NBC, OLOL.
Look at
which
Dave.
sweepstakes? Yes, totally. There's some similarities, but Ed McMahon has those
exactly like that. Are you sure that's not Dave?
It's not Dave. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted right there. Incorrect. Correct. This is another one of those Mandela effects. Let's take a look. Ed McMahon and American Family Publishers. He did not do Publisher Clearinghouse. He did not bring the checks, but he did do another scam. Publisher Clearinghouse was not it. That dude invented the Frosty. I know it. Right. Another Mandela effect. That's for sure the guy who did the Frosty. Yeah, Ed McMahon.
That's Dave.
He did. Yeah, so he did do American Family Publisher. All right, well, there you go. That's that one. All right, let's move on to the next one because everyone's super excited. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And by the way, 4 minutes until the drop goes on. We're going to get through this here quickly. All right, this is easy. This is more for the younger people. What is this? It is not used for violence. It might be today because there's really no use for this. What is this? There you go. Jason Pena got it. Jason. Okay. Denny OC, you're too old. You know what this is. He ruined it. That's right. It's a fax machine, everyone. We Dive Jedi's got it.
So it tells the truth. The young ones are gonna be like, oh, so it tells us the truth. It tells us straight facts.
Yeah, it's straight facts. That's right. That's how you determine the facts.
You go ask the machine and it'll spit out straight facts.
You know, the funny thing, I just told the story to my son and my wife. Back in the day, my mom had some rolls for a fax machine. And this is back in 2000 or something. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll take it. And I was 2004 or something like that. We're living in Florida. And I threw it in my girlfriend's bag at the time. Completely forgot about him. We get to the airport, we go through security, and all of a sudden, a couple police officers show up. Like the head of security shows up, and they're all like looking at this, and then they turn the screen and they're like, "What the hell is this?" Well, they look like dynamite. They were like thin rolls of really thin paper that went in there, and she didn't know what it was, and I had to say, "No, it's fax paper." I said hashtag facts too. So it worked. It was crazy. She was so pissed at me. But we broke up, so I'm happy I did that. Let's see. Office Space. Yes, that's right. I love Office Space. What a good movie. All right, let's go ahead and check the next one here. What the heck is this? This is a version of what everyone knows what it is. Everyone should know what this is. Do you know what it is?
Of course I know.
Okay. All right. Look, Tucson, quit cheating. I believe you have my stapler. Yes. By the way, maybe I've talked about it. My great aunt's family started Swingline. I mean, no real relationship to me, but they like donated Fabergé eggs to the to MoMA in New York and stuff. They had a lot of money. I never saw it. There we go, everyone. We've got a Polaroid fax machine. You need to be listening to me in 2x. If you're not listening to me in 2x, you're crazy. All right, there you go, everyone. Polaroid. By the way, I found some old pictures. Do you see? Those are some old Polaroids I took 35 years ago. Can you believe how good I look back?
Yeah, you haven't aged a day.
I haven't aged a day, or yeah, something like that. All right, let's go ahead and check the next one here. Drops about live, so let me know what you're gonna get. Okay, this one's kind of fun. This is a show.
Oh.
Who the heck is this? What's the show? What's the show,
What's the name of
everyone?
the show?
I know, right? Do you know the people too? Obviously, you know one of them.
I know both of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured some people would do it. My kids has new version of this. Of the poll. That's not what I meant to pull up. I hate when it just clicks up. My kids have the new version of this. Tucson's got it. Do we know who the other person was? Soap opera.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a soap opera.
I wasn't really a soap opera. Okay, we've got Bruce Willis. That is Bruce Willis there.
They got Sybil Shepherd too.
There. Oh yeah, there we go. Tucson's got it. And he got Moonlighting.
That's what it was.
Moonlighting. That was it, everyone. So there you go. Bruce Willis, Sybil Shepherd, and Moonlight, like 1985. We're freaking old. G43's got it. Moon Loading. Jason Payne has got it. Just got a V Friends blaster box delivered. eBay. Ooh, good luck. You might want to stream that. Honeymooners. Yes, that is it. The Honeymoonlighters. Hey, what's up, Evolved? Hey, a drop happening now. Let me know. Mine just popped up. Good to see you, Evolved. How you doing, man? Everyone should be checking out his content. He teamed up with Dean Hanano, their True Media Group. He's an affiliate over there. So be checking out his stuff. Good to see you, Evolved. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're doing today. Sybil was crazy hot. All right, let's go back to the comment. Man, I still hear that feedback. We've got to figure it out at some point. As long as nobody else in the stream hears it, I think we're good. It's full of dialogue in the way that no one had done before. All right, look at that. 4, 5, 6. I think that's pretty good. Ultra rare. Okay,
you're hearing yourself feedback?
I can't tell if I'm hearing. I feel like I'm hearing.
You said you heard feedback. I wasn't even talking. So are you hearing yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
Because I can turn the volume lower.
Maybe hold on. I'm going to try something on my headphones. I'm going to pull them out and try it again. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if that fixes it. It did not. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? It could be the update on NVIDIA.
Hold on, I'm going to mute you real quick. I'm going to listen back and see.
That's pretty good. As long as nobody hears it, we're good. Just working and checking in with Pete. By the way, everyone.
I feel like
okay.
You said you heard feedback. I wasn't even talking. So are you
okay, good. I can't hear.
This stuff. Good to see you, Evolved. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what you're doing today. Sybil was crazy hot.
Oh, Wes says he hears it.
Man, I still hear that feedback. We've got to figure it out. As long as nobody else in the stream hears it, I think we're good. It's full of dialogue in the way
I hate hearing my voice.
All right, look at that. 4,
I don't know
5,
what it is.
6. I think that's pretty good. Ultra rare. Okay, you're hearing yourself.
Now everyone gets to hear myself.
Okay. Is it like a whistle at the end?
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yeah, I hear it on this. I hear it on the stream.
Okay,
but it's only from you.
It's only from me. Are you saying you're blaming me? All right, hold on a second. Let me go check.
I mean, unless it's interacting with me, but I'm only hearing it when you talk.
Yeah, it might only be. That's what I was thinking. It's like feedback from your side. Can you mute yourself for a second? I want to see if I hear it.
Hold on.
Yeah,
muted.
You're muted. All right. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Testes. Testicles. Testicles. 1, 2, 3.
Myself. Okay. Is it like a whistle at the end? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still hearing it.
I hear it I hear it on the stream.
I don't know.
But it's only from you. It's only from
you.
Me.
Have a voice of an angel.
You're blaming me. All right, hold on a second. Let me go check. OBS, unless it's interacting with
all right, well, I keep hearing. Well, no, don't keep playing it because I keep hearing it. Common game of
feedback from your side. Can you mute yourself for a second? I want to see if I hear.
Yeah, you're not muted. Hold on, I'm going to mute him. All right, now he's muted. Does everyone still hear me? All right, I think it's on his end because I'm not muted, but now he's paused. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Now you're not even moving, Big A. I'm pausing you. Maybe come back in. I think it's on his side because now I'm not hearing it. All right. He'll be back. He looks like I can't tell if he's moving or if he's unalived himself. I can't tell. All right. Anyways, hit that like button. All right. I'm just checking here. Looks like we got 50-50. Here,
you know what?
What?
I muted the speakers. I didn't mute my mic.
You didn't. I muted your. I just muted you.
Okay. And
And I still hear it. But when I muted you, I didn't hear it.
okay.
So I don't know what it is. It could be that update though. Do you want to come back in and come back out and see if that fixes it? I don't know if that will.
Yeah, because okay.
It might help. I don't know. Again, it's a new computer. So Beerman, good to see you, Fire. Let me know what everyone got. I have not bought one yet. And we're going to also talk about this theme that Big A sent me. So we'll be talking about that in a second. Who's going to come back in here? Yeah, I don't hear it. I think it's just feedback. Yeah, it's like a whistle. I apologize, everyone. Just he got a new computer. So it kind of sounds like when somebody's on the phone and calling onto a radio show while listening still, if that makes sense. Yeah, and that's what I think it is. Maybe because he doesn't have headphones on, we're getting the feedback. BE, I advise you to get into Elmont X. If and when the NFT market returns, it will definitely melt faces and people will regret not getting some of these important pieces. I keep looking, trust me. I definitely keep looking at the stuff at Elmont. You know, Patrick Hughes had some stuff on there originally. I've got one of those over there, definitely good. So yeah, I need to go back and check it out for sure. Hello, Veve believers. Akash, good to see you, man. Good to have you here. I don't hear it when it's just BE. All right, so it's just Big A. He might have to reset his computer or something like that. No biggie. He'll come back on and we'll go ahead and talk about stuff. All right, so I've not bought it yet, but I do want to buy a comic. Looks like we had a few people. I mean, oh, waitlist is closed. So I'm in that period where if you were on the wait list and you didn't get it by 6 minutes, there's that cooldown period. So I'm gonna have to wait. I'll go ahead and buy one. I know I'm going to get screwed, but we'll do it. Smart Buy, what's going on? Did you do any big plays this weekend? Let me know if you had any big plays this weekend. Did you buy anything? Blackpink. We got to talk about the Blackpink too, because this is burning. Like, what's the play? What's the play for the Blackpink? I think there's some possibilities there. I'm gonna go. I'm loading up here. Hopefully, I'm not rugging myself. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. But I'm kind of interested in what's going to happen here. Let me go ahead and share this screen. We'll go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so you can buy now if you want to. So Blackpink, 3 days. So tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, waitlist format until the 18th. And then we should have 19, 20, 21, right? That's going to be tomorrow. So these are all going to burn, but all the Blackpink stuff's going to burn. So your play might be keeping an eye out to see how many of these are left. Again, you know, I'll go back to my nose hair example. If I have my nose hair and I pull it out right now and I give it to you, that is a 1-of-1. But does anyone want it? But I would say for Blackpink, and especially if Veve like really makes it, it could be a good idea to maybe pick up something. I just don't know what to do. I'm going to wait until the last minute to figure out what the play is on this. But there's going to be something worth getting. I have a feeling. What's up, the biggest bro? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Today is Tuesday, so we've got Veve Radio. What's going on, the biggest bro, on that? And if you have a link, please throw that in the chat for everyone so they can go ahead and see it. Let's go pull up Big A back on. All right, let's see.
All right, I put the mic volume down.
Let's see. I think what it is I'm
like it's clipping at the high end.
Yeah, I'm hearing it now. So when I'm talking, are you listening to it on your speaker or you have headphones in?
No, I have the speakers here.
Maybe that's what it is. But we've never had any issues in the past before.
Well, yeah, hold on. But turn that volume lower.
It's something with my feedback going back to on your speaker, as I think. But like I said, we've never had that. Didn't you do
computer? So
yeah, no, I know. You probably just have some adjustments. By the way, did you buy anything on Elmont?
I put the speaker sound lower. Is that any better?
Let's see if it's any. It's a little softer, I think, but I still hear it. It's not. I mean, we can still go with it and just maybe play around with it while we're moving around. But
I mean, I can always go back to the other laptop. But yeah, there's
no. I don't want to do that.
I could probably just get a mic and plug it in.
God, I wonder if I have another mic that I can send you.
No, just buy one.
Well, and I don't know, maybe it's headphones. Do you have like Apple?
I have my like cheap party headset from my Xbox.
Oh, you could do that. I figured you'd have those apples. I don't know. We can try. It's not a big deal right now. If we get a chance, we could do it. But
yeah, I was listening to feedback. It was kind of annoying, that little like.
Hey, well, 35 people are still here. I mean, maybe it drove people off of the Arena app though. Do you have any of these Elmon X things? The Mona Lisa or the Tut mask? You didn't buy any of them?
No, I mean I did, but I sold them all.
You sold them all. All right. He took his profits, Kryptoni. Let's see. Smart Buy bought around 40 to 50 helmets. I really thought they would sell out, but I was wrong. And 99% crap mints. Yeah, I did not do well on mints at all. 2 comments and Ultra. Congrats on that too, son. Now they sold 41 of the 14,000. Wait, what was 14,000, Dive Jedi? Of the which one had 14,000? Was it on this? Because this had way more than 14,000, right? I remember him saying something about that. There's just so many of these. I think there's a play to be made here as far as rarity. Buying one of those, but I don't know. What's up, Big A? Let's see. Next time, I'll be super conscious what I buy. Yeah, definitely. Got to be. Yeah, that was one of one idea, and low mint idea happened to hockey cards. Now there are so many low mints that it's become irrelevant. Popularity is keen. It is. What's up, Digital Verse? What happened to Elmon X? They said a snapshot from Mona Lisa in Salvador. They already did that, I thought, right? Oh, Blackpink Common. Yeah, that's crazy. 14,000 of the Blackpink Commons. Wow. It almost gives me a headache scrolling through this. God, 14,000. Really? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Salvador Monday physical sold for 450 million. I have one. There you go. You did it. A digital, of course. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's some good stuff on there, though. I definitely will take a look when things kind of come around. But we're still kind of in this weird market right now. Like nothing's really moving. And now, are we done with Star Wars? Like we're done, right? I'm pretty sure we're done. Let's see.
Except for your big drop on Monday or
Sunday. Or no, Sunday. It'd be Sunday, and I'm hoping not. I
mean, you're expecting it could be Millennium Falcon or Chewbacca
right
in 5 days, and they haven't said peep about it.
It would be today that they're going to say something if they're going to do it. They'd have to do it.
I'm not saying, and that's what I was saying. It definitely could be a drop. I'm just saying the how big the drop is. If it's something like super hype, they wouldn't like waste that without like doing some advertising or whatever.
No, I completely agree. You know, one of the things I'll say, and Wes, I think he's hit the nail on the head here. Like, and somebody else said this on Twitter. I don't remember what it was, but these being static at this point is like seems lazy, and we're spending money for these, and I feel like they need to do more. That there needs to be a massive change, and I love Veve, and I am proud of them for doing stuff like burning this in 3 days. They keep trying stuff, and it may or may not be working. They got to do even more, but we need something special to bring in people from the outside, and this just isn't doing it. And the Star Wars stuff should have done that, and I don't know what else that they can do. I want to help them grow. But they're going to have to do some growing themselves. And of course, the issues that we've had on the drops, I don't know whose fault it is. I mean, the buck stops at the top. You know, I like David and Dan, but something has to happen. And it's just kind of, you know, the stuff that's happened over the last 3 weeks with these drops. Unfortunately, I don't know whose fault it was, but I feel like, I mean, do you know much about like drops and servers and like, is it just a server issue or is it a programming issue? Like, what is this? Do you know? I still never heard of Blackpink. Really? That's crazy. I own nothing Blackpink, just not for me. Fair enough. Matthew saying, if all these drops with music, the complaints would just switch to something. Now, that I completely agree, Matthew. I do agree. Veve has done everything like really well, like adjusting and course correcting. And I'm kind of just complaining here. But yes, we would just find something. Well, that didn't work. You should have done something better. But I do think Wes has a point though, that like if we're gonna get some singers on the app and we don't get any music, that's a little, these static NFTs, they work for a while, but I think we now got to get away from static NFTs. We've got the VV-verse and all of that, but like we need more to get us more interested, especially if right now we're going to hold the line, then they're going to have to do stuff for us. I don't know. What do you think, Big A? And also, what do you think in chat? I don't necessarily think I'm right, and I really appreciate Matthew Lampy's opinions here, because a lot of times we do complain and it's BS. So let me know what all your thoughts are. All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
is this better?
I think it's gone. I think it's gone.
I put a headset on.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just heard it again, but maybe it's a little better. I don't hear it when I'm talking. Now you say something.
Something.
La la la. It might have worked. All right, we'll keep going with that.
I noticed when I mute my mic, I don't hear it. So it's basically,
I didn't hear it when I muted you either. So okay,
right,
that's better.
It's feeding back, but now
it's gone. It might be a little bit, but it's definitely better. It's definitely better. Vil got a rebound SR 1637. Congrats on that. Let me give you a winner for that. Man,
you have like I've never noticed it before. You have kind of like a list, like
personally, or just
like the highest part of the frequency is coming in really strong, and that's where it's coming from. Unless
from me.
Yeah. It's like when you say the letter S.
Okay, hold on. I can let's see. Is that high, mid, or low? You're saying it's high. All right, let me turn that down. Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear it changing?
Not really.
I've turned it down. I can turn my low up. I can turn my mid up. I've turned the high. I've got let's see, a limiter. Is that better?
Yeah.
Does that sound like it's better? Okay. 1, 2 testicles. 1, 2, 3 testicles. My testicles. 1, 2, 3. Is that better? All right. I've got noise suppression on. I've got my 3-band equalizer. I turn the highs down. I'll turn it down a little bit more. All right. We'll give it a try and see. I'm horrible at that. I should just stop streaming.
No. It's just a minimal amount, so we're just like fine tuning. It's not
fine tuning it. Perfect. Grogu has the best animation. I'm so afraid to get rid of my Grogu. Like I could get my 200 gems or somewhere thereabouts. I know as soon as I sell that's going up. Like there's no doubt in my mind that is going to be played as a grail. Now, whether it is or not, that's one that's going to get manipulated. Facts, Matt, and I agree with Matt too. I do agree. He's got a good point about that. The helmets and Tito 420, good to see you. The helmets had too many additions to sell out. We kind of knew that, though. Only thing Veve requires is direct and aggressive marketing by the brands, and we will get millions of users. But right now, it's not good time for that. Let the world fix the economy first. Fair enough, too, I guess. Everyone is sad and angry. Let's see. I have no problem with people who don't like Blackpink not buying Blackpink items. Absolutely. That is true. Facts. I agree. Let's see. Even if the quality was 5 times better, I still don't think we would get new Blackpink users. Now, that's true, too. I guess my point is if we say, well, we want to get this, if that's what we want, because we're kind of holding things up, holding the company up, meaning the current user base, then maybe it would be nice to get kind of what we want. But you're right. We weren't going to get Blackpink users. Veve tried, even Blackpink tried to market. It just never happened. Mobland has moved into brilliance category. Let's see. Every project is trying to figure out how to bring more people into the fold. Sadly, the concept of NFTs is still scary. I'm not sure how to break through the mainstream.
Oh, well, that would be a nice time to show what I sent you.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what he sent me, and then we'll get back to chat. I'm going to go pull this up. I think I've got nothing too bad on here. Oh, I forgot I got to share it on a different screen. Here we go. All right, so this is easy. The first stadium on chain, Red Bull Stadium in New York, will be 100% on the chain, powered by AVAX X Sports Illustrated. Really? 100% of tickets will be NFTs. Wow. They'll be using on-chain experiences to memorialize things. Your photo on ticket stubs, really unique experiences and memorable content delivered at the venue with a physical and in custodial wallet on chain that Sports Illustrated stands up. They believe NFT ticketing is not gone long to disrupt. It is going to improve. Yeah, because a lot of our baseball tickets are NFTs, at least here in St. Louis. The goal is not to educate about what on-chain ticketing is, but get people on-chain in the most seamless experience, which is right. You want them to be like, I didn't even know that happened. Wow, that's pretty cool. Obscure the experience Web3 with a Web2 front. That's smart. That's smart.
So basically they're going to be using NFTs and probably not even know it. Same, like kind of like Off the Grid did with their
right. They sneak it in.
Yeah.
Boy, they did him dirty on this picture. Could they not have found a picture with his eyes open? Come on, man. Like seriously. All right, so let's get back to chat and then we'll continue talking about that. But what's cool, so everyone knows that or maybe you don't know, Video Shane works with McFarlane Toys. So these are big companies and everyone's having struggles trying to get that, like I say, 4-letter word NFTs to turn into a beautiful word like love, but it's not common every time. I haven't bought yet. Let me go buy one. The market is open. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger here. I'm not even gonna look here. I'm gonna let it go and we'll take a look here in a second. Let's see. On a Converse side, I became a Blackpink fan, especially Rose, only after, David, you mentioned them more than a year before the first Blackpink Veve drop. So for me, it was sort of a reverse engineer. Are you saying he brainwashed you into No, look, they have some decent music. I'll give it to them that they have decent music. It would have been nice to bring on more of those people. If Blackpink would have dropped with a chance to win backstage passes or real life concert tickets with a certain amount of them, it would have caused some ruckus. Yeah, Veve and all these companies got to get more aggressive in what they're doing and how they're doing drops. They've got to like really lean into the digital more. They got to lean into doing less stuff and having more exciting things that are attached to the drops. That will get people into them when they can get an experience, because utility is king, right? Like Chris Coffey with his Pizza Ninjas getting to go to experiences and stuff. When the experiences that you can win from going for a drop for an NFT are really big, that's going to get people in. I think so. I mean, what do you think? You think that would be
that's what
we need?
And even the reverse of that. Like, remember when we had to go see the Jurassic Park movie to get the NFT?
That I kind of missed that. That was a good idea, and they could still do it. They could still do it. Now it's not going to get a lot of people, but
I don't think it would have worked with Blackpink because I don't think they broke up, so there's no more concerts, right? But if they imagine do, like
James Bond.
I'm saying like. They don't have to get the company to put the tickets up. They could buy the tickets themselves and do like, the top buyers of the top mint or all the sub 100 mints get
free ticket and a poster NFT or something like that.
Yeah.
Just something, because I'm talking to somebody about with their company how to kind of do a drop, and you've got to have the numbers have to work out. People will take a chance, but like how much money are people willing to spend without a good chance of winning something? I mean, we saw people willing to go buy hundreds of helmets for only 3 or 4 mints that could have gotten you, $1,500 to $2,000, and then there were other ones. That's not a very good chance. They could have done that drop maybe a little bit better to make it more exciting. And I think that's just what has to happen. G43 is saying we need a Grail drop with sentiment and the market being down. We need something that, like, for instance, which they don't have, which Candy would have. This is the time to release an action #1 thing, right? Like, I know Veve's not going to get it, but like that's the type of thing we need. And of course, we know what that is. Captain America #1. It needs to happen sooner than later, and it needs to be massive, and everyone needs to get behind it. Denny C agrees with Kryptoni. Let's see. I truly don't think the quality of the items is what's holding back people from buying. I think it more has to do with utility. The same if it was amazing step in the right direction. My only thing with the quality, or here's the thing: if I'm buying something, you know, at least not, I don't want it to be static. Now I'm spending a lot of money. I spent a lot of money for the Star Wars stuff, and a lot of it's static. And it's like, okay, I mean, the helmet's cool, the Grogu's cool. I just think there needs to be more to it than just that in the Vverse. That's my opinion. When it's just money driven, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Like, people are going to buy it because they think they can make money. That's the key. Yes, using NFTs without knowing is the right path, just like Veve and Pinnacle. Yeah, make it so it's like automatically happens, as my dad would say. Lots of people still don't like crypto, let alone NFTs. 100. And Veve is a centralized digital collecting, which has already puts us in a bad place with the NFT bros. We're basically a speculative market that's a niche of a niche, which is true. We're going to wake up one day and somebody's going to it's going to click. I mean, NFTs are here to stay. Maybe not the form that we're getting them, maybe not the form that is out there. But just like what Big A sent me here, which was great, and I appreciate it. Sports Illustrated tickets, they're NFTs, they're making an experience. Everything on the blockchain. I mean, we already have houses that are on the blockchain, the contracts. We've got what in California, the DMV, right? Is it all, or is it just specific areas? It's the whole
I think
state.
it's specific areas, but it's
is
grown. But it was done to combat. They had fraud with titles, like people had counterfeit titles and stuff, and people were getting scammed. So now you have them on blockchain.
Now you have them on the blockchain. It's definitely like we always worry about things that can get stolen or items that can get stolen, but it does not change the information on the blockchain. We have to always go back to that ledger. The ledger doesn't lie. If you want to see what crap I've been buying on Veve, what's a blockchain? You can go out there and find everything I bought. And now you can follow me and you can see all the scams or whatever I'm doing, or no scams or whatever. That's what's good about the blockchain. And it can be used in so many different applications like this, which is cool. Pinnacle and Funko are doing great. Yeah, but they're physical items in major stores. Until Pudgy Penguins, isn't that the one that's in Walmart? Is that correct? Isn't Pudgy Penguins? Yeah, Pudgy Penguins. My suggestion to Veve would be to come up with their own IP that can also be something that's retail, to also bring them into the into this digital world. And I don't know what that is or how that will work. But it's going to be some combination between AR and the Veveverse and everything. They're going to have to get into the physical world to get more people onto this. We've always talked about video games being that bridge. I think video games will be that bridge to bring people over to Veve, but something has to happen. And what I'll say is, at least Veve's been really, I feel like they've been trying, and I hope they don't stop trying. Normalize NFTs, regularize NFTs. Absolutely. Let's see. I've received multiple NFL commemorative game tickets through Ticketmaster. They look nice and I like them. I'd like to bring them into the Veveverse, and I would prefer way more sports on Veve. That would be, imagine this. What if I'm just thinking in my head, what if there was a major concert or a major sporting event that everyone wanted to go to, and Veve was somehow able to get the sales of those tickets, and those tickets would be NFTs. So you'd come on a Veve drop, we'd all be going for it, and you'd be looking for mints and stuff, but it literally is also a ticket that now you can sell on the secondary market on Veve. That might be where they need to go, because if people want to make money, I know Ticketmaster's had issues and stuff, but maybe that's the route they need to go. Like, mix it up a little bit, change it. So now you have to go to Veve to go get a ticket to go see, I'm throwing this out, Bruce Springsteen or Kid Rock. Now we've got everyone covered. Did I miss anyone? Kid Rock and Bruce Springsteen. I think we've got everyone out there. You either love them or hate them, but like, you've got to get the ticket through Veve. I mean, what do you think? Would that be a good idea? Like, force people, let Veve, get your ticket through here.
Yeah,
Let's see,
I mean
black.
that's
It could
what I've
work.
always said with Vivi is they should use their ability as a utility platform to go handle like game assets for a video game or like you
100
said tickets or whatever. They already have
for sure.
they're like an infrastructure.
No,
Um
I like that. That's really good. And by the way,
like the
Frosty on Arena. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good to
no
see
no
you.
no finish.
Oh, I was going to do my shill here. If you want to get 10 free gems to use on the VV app, you can do that by using that QR code or that link that you see in there. You'll get 10 free gems, no strings attached, no credit card. Works in most countries. All right, go ahead.
No, the difference with Pudgy Penguins, that play worked, but they were introducing their IP to the general public. Um, Vivi doesn't have like its own IP really. It's a
It's a
copyright play.
platform, right? It's a
Yeah.
platform.
Or a
Yeah.
trademark play. So but like Pudgy Penguins did well. Hey, got some public notice that got it up, but what really propelled it was you held a Pudgy Penguin. You made a lot of money from all the drops. You were now be able. It was like a BB Gold and Silver ticket. You had that utility.
Right.
So that was
Exactly.
But now that there's not any drops, you can see the price came all the way back down on Pudgy Penguins
Right. Because not as many people
because it was all
are.
about the money.
Yeah,
So
it
now,
was all about the money.
but it's hard to create like a space for a new IP that nobody knows, and now a lot of people know. So it was a success overall. Um,
Yeah, the
but
Jurassic Park thing was cool because they didn't really end up being valuable. Again, it's always having that chaser. By the way, F you, Casey BMW. Are you serious? He's right. Like, I mean, I didn't even look at the number, but now I got a freaking
what's
comment.
787 other than
That's the
area?
mint that I got on the damn comic.
Oh,
Oh my god. Let me just double check.
I mean, if there's any Puerto Ricans in
BB.
here, 787's the area code for Puerto Rico.
All right, there you go, everyone. 787. I'm going to sell it for how much I pay for the 6.9? $7.75. F my life. Thank you, Casey BMW, for ruining it for me. This is for you. If I can find the F. Are you not entertained? Okay, all right. God damn it. Casey BMW, ruin it for me. Let's see. I personally think that if the music and movie industry got into NFTs, that would bring the masses. A Taylor Swift secret rare album cover with possible meet and greet utility would sell tens of millions of NFTs.
Yeah.
And think about that on a concert. So now you go for it on a concert. You've got your common, which is 20,000 of the tickets. You've got your whatever uncommon rare, whatever, and then you've got like 25 secret rares, and that gets you a VIP pass to the back, backstage to get to hang out with her or whatever. It will bring everyone onto Vivi. Of course, boy, I hope they really work with AWS and get their servers up, because we know right now they don't have the capability of handling that type of traffic, but that would force them to deal with the traffic. But that is the type of thing that Vivi needs to start working on, because David and Dan have done a great job with what they've started. And now they got to move not just Vivi, but the whole industry into this next level stuff. And like you've sent here, we've got Sports Illustrated now, who themselves being a magazine, which don't do very well these days, they have to expand. Red Bull Stadium getting in on this. I mean, really good. Thank you for this article, by the way. That's very, very good stuff. Was there any other? So that was basically
the
whole thing.
Avalanche Summit in London.
Yes.
So
Is
Easy's there.
Who's there?
Easy.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. So there's that.
Yeah. All the Badongo guys are there. Easy,
I mean, I think
Tito, Nick.
I think it's definitely something that needs to happen. They need to adjust even more and think outside of the box, right? Like, there's only so much of this stuff. We need something. We need a reason to go for a drop that's going to get us an experience. We need an experience drop. It's all over. Let's see. Can I have your VV stuff then? You can buy it off. Oh my lord, are they fighting? Let's see. Also, when I make opinion-based statements, they really are not suggestions as to what I think they must do to be successful. Just wish list talking. There
I
is
mean,
no just one thing that will do it.
at,
Go
at
ahead.
one point, it's just the general market too. Because where, what was our conversation exactly a month ago? That's when all the Star Wars stuff was teased, what we are gonna get, and they're like, oh, Star Wars is gonna be this amazing month. We're gonna have 70 users come in, and it's gonna save BB and this and that. And here we are a month later. Well, what can we do to
Right.
get
No,
BB?
it's let's talk about that. Hey, can you turn your mic up just a little bit? It seems a little soft. I don't know.
I had turned it lower, but I can put it
Turn it
lower.
up just a little bit. I think it'll help. All right, I'm gonna go pull up. Give me a second here. I might be rugging myself, but we'll see.
I turned
All
off
right.
echo cancellation because it said.
No, it sounds good. I have my
Can you
speaker up on my headphones pretty loud.
can you hear me now better?
Yeah, that's better.
I can
Maybe
go higher. If
go a little higher, just a
a
little
little
higher.
higher. I
Yeah,
wanna
okay.
go
He's saying it's super low.
higher.
Big
Oh,
A's audio super low. But I might pay you to do some ASMR because that sounded pretty good.
all right.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that any better?
I
Or
think
it's
that's
still
better
coming
for
up?
me. 4,334 comics left, 14% sold. Thank you, Digital Vibes, for that.
Is
BB
it
has
different?
done. Oh, go ahead.
I can see the little bar goes much
Yeah.
higher when
Yeah, now it's
echo
louder.
cancel. Yeah, that's echo cancellation bringing it up. I'm gonna bring it down. All
It
right.
sounds good though.
Okay, I'll leave
And
echo
no echo.
cancellation back.
And no echo too. Perfect.
Yeah, but I'm on a headset, so you shouldn't be getting any.
Yeah, no, we're not getting a big A. Okay, we got that. Big A is really quiet. All right, we got it there. But also at one time we said Veve needs a table at San Diego Con, and Veve needs leaderboards, Veve needs blind box, Veve needs this and that, and it's not wrong for you to say that. Like I think, and by the way, thanks Frosty for that cock tip, COQ, appreciate it, over on the Arena app. But I do, yeah. Oh, is it? All right, cool. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
it was 30% earlier today.
Holy cow, that's crazy. But here's what I would say. Like, I'm not saying, I guess it is me being a little critical, but it's more that I want them to do well. Obviously, I've got a big investment. It's not meant to be like a bet. It's only, and look, I don't know. Like I'm an entrepreneur. I like to think that I can come up with some good ideas, but they're just ideas. And look, David and Dan put this together and they put something successful together. But now in this space, there are a lot of people suffering. So that's a problem. And we just want, better. All right. So Wes is saying you're overthinking it, bro. The only thing that needs to happen is Disney, Marvel, or Star Wars needs to give a Veve a shot. Well, yes. I mean, that definitely helped with the golden moments, right? That brought a lot of people in. But because
will they?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they don't shout out any other people that they license their IP to, do they?
I just
if
think
you
that
look
was
at their
the one
feeds,
time.
I don't see like, hey, go pick up this stuffed animal that's making, I don't know.
That's true, actually.
Character or whatever.
Head over to Walmart. We've got our stuffed animal. Buy it now at Walmart.
Or Ray-Ban's got Mickey Mouse glasses. Go check them out. No, they don't do that. I just never seen it.
But it would be
nice if they did.
Right, it would be very nice. Let's see. There are all things we have now that we could have only wished for 3 years ago. In many ways, we are spoiled. That's not bad, too. All right. The Cobra's wondering why I'm upset. I'm upset. Why was I upset? No, I'm forgetting. Was it because KCBMW told me that I got a comment and I was waiting to see what I got and he surprised me live on stream? Could have been. I can't believe she heard me hitting my desk. It wasn't that loud. Hey, Big A, greetings.
Hey,
Good to see you, Fromy. Good to have you here. How are you doing today? Hopefully he's not crawling on a cell tower. I hope not. By the way, if you hit that like
button, wait, why would he be on a cell tower?
He did that this week to try to get the drop.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, much better on the audio. Yeah, Fromy. And by the way, everyone hit that like button. We only got 14 likes. You suck. Much better. Perfect. Matthew Lambie agreed. Veve is light years ahead of every other product. There's no doubt that they're doing well. 1 billion Star Wars fans, so these drops should easily sell. Are there 1 billion though? What's up, Drew? NFT. Like my brain just stopped there for a second. What's up, Drew? Good to see you. Cheers, everyone. The
What's
problem
up with his hand in that picture?
In which one? This one?
Look at his hand.
I don't know. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Stretch Armstrong or something going on
That's
there.
pretty.
I think
I
it's
think
just one of those mirrors, right? Like those
Yeah,
security mirrors.
yeah, it looks funny.
Good picture. Yeah, you know what? Oh, I meant to share this. This is what I meant to share, and it did not work. Hold on. Oh, I got to take this off. All right, here we go. I mean, the only reason I was saying was this and more, and so we did not get and more. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Star Wars drop. Star Wars drops themselves were not a disappointment. I mean, I don't think they were. Maybe as well as they did. Grogu did well, and that was the one I thought they do well. Were you surprised? I was completely correct on the crafting of those helmets, the Rancor and all that.
In what
Like,
respect?
in what respect? I said Jawa 3 would sell out first because it was
Oh yeah.
this one, and Rancor would not sell out, which it hasn't. It's come down a little bit, but I think it's going to do well. And then, of course, the other two sold out afterwards. I still think that craft is pretty good.
We both, I think we both agreed on that. What I was saying was, even though I think I agreed that it could sell out first, I think your bigger profit would be in the other ones. So I would do the other ones first, because at the risk that the Jawa sells out, it's what, $2-3 profit, or that's what I thought. I haven't even looked at what it is. How much are they going for? I haven't even looked.
They've gone down like 20. They're two at like $20.
The Jawa one?
The Jawa one's like under 20, I think, or right at 20, something like that.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah, they've come down a little bit. So Drew's saying he's throwing the 5 up for Kobe in the championship trophy. That's pretty cool. So it's not one of the security things. I would like to see a few more surprise drops unannounced in the store. Drops only for brand new accounts. MCP only drops of 100,000 or 500,000 or 1 million. More drops just for ranks and tiers. Yeah, that would help for sure. What's going on? Ace Rig Move. Good to see you, Ryan. Stacker burnt 26 million Omi. Really? Well, that's cool. I mean, we got to burn a lot to make that value go up. But I know Wes was. Oh, so go ahead.
Like, how much is that? Like $52?
Yeah, it's not much. Is it 52? I don't even know where it's at.
Or is it? No, no, wait. 1,200,000, right?
1 million is.
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. So actually, that's a decent amount.
Okay, hold on a second here. Let me. All right, there's that. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and
5,200.
Here, let's go ahead and take a look. Breaking news, everyone.
On me, check the stat. What's the word with a price at? On the charts, just doing its thing. Crypto moves, no bling, no swing.
Man, it's doing its thing. Look at all that green. It got down to here. 2004. Got up to here. So, I mean, there you go. I wanted to check 2032. So there you go. So it's coming back up. What if you go 7 days? Oh, we got some green. Got some green all the way up there. We just
what date was that?
Red.
Was that the Star Wars drop thing? 5/14.
Yeah, 5/14.
Was that the Grogu day?
The 14th. No, but the 14th was George Lucas's birthday. Was it? I don't know. We'll just ignore that red. If you look at a month, look at the month. Look at the month. It's a good month for Omi. It's a good month. Don't look at the 1 year. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's just go look at that. It's a good month for Omi. Let's see. Custody accounts for parents to open up accounts safely for children. Comic convention, D23 in person only purchase. You know what would really do it? If they hired me to drive around in my RV with a big Veve sticker and my QR code. I don't even care about the QR code. Put David Yu's QR code on there. Put Dive Jedi's QR code on there. I'll drive it around. I'll go to college campuses. I'll give out free NFTs. I'll explain to people how it's not bad for the environment and all the use cases for it. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would work, like just getting out there, but it would cost money. It's going to cost some money to do that. So I don't know if they're going to do that. Roughly 5,200 in Omi was burned. Not bad. Oh, it's that much? 23 million. Oh my Lord. Okay. I'll buy that for $1. All right. So Star Wars month, what do we think? I'm just checking what we got on here. What was it? A win? I mean, I think they did, like, last year was a disappointment. I think this year was pretty good. Bring back transfers. I don't think it's going to happen. Look who's here just in time. What's up, Veve? Great show today. As always, thank you for your ongoing coverage. I try. I'm trying to come up with some good ideas for Veve. And Big A, I'm going to pull this back up again because I thought this was really cool. So Big A brought this to our attention, even though they did him dirty with this picture with this guy. We'll go to this picture here. This is a case use for Veve. I think Veve should get involved into selling tickets for some event, like team up with some sporting event. I don't know what that would be. Maybe UFL, I don't know, but Red Bull Stadium in New York will be 100% on the chain, powered by AVAX, X, Sports Illustrated. 100% of the tickets will be NFTs. If Veve would sell NFT tickets for certain events, concerts, team up with a musician, team up with Kryptoni, I don't know, whoever it is, sell the tickets, also have a chaser in there for an experience, plus you get the NFTs and you could still do all of that. Lots of money to be made, and you're going to bring in a lot of people. All right, that's my soapbox. Back to Star Wars. Good to see you, Veve. Let's see. Both my kids had accounts back in the day, but couldn't KYC and wouldn't let me merge accounts. Not gonna lie, I was pissed. Oh, did you lose everything? I had to merge an account. With the prices under 1,000 for partner statue, I couldn't resist and purchase another one. Best part about the shiny new toys dropping, the old toys sell for lower than normal. May pick up one more. Congrats. Let me give you a congrats on that, Fromy. Pretty cool that you got one of those. In fact, I'm going to give you my old school winner. Yeah, I still need to get one of those. I was hoping I'd like make some big moves on Star Wars, but not that and not on the comic today. I used transfer comic to so we could read them. Ended up losing a few good comics. Ugh. Yikes. Let's see. Every Star Wars drop this month was quality product, in my opinion. I do too. I think they were quality product. There was just a lot. But again, if you recall, people complained last May, there wasn't enough. Yeah, there wasn't enough last May. I think they did really well. All Blackpink collectibles burn tomorrow. Thank you for the update. Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about the play there. And of course, I'll be doing Veveverse Live tomorrow with Masteroni. So we'll talk about that then too. And by the way, we're going to have Veve Magic on tomorrow on Veveverse Live. That's what Masteroni told me. So I believe him. But yeah, we'll talk about that because I'm going to wait until the last moment. There might be some plays to be made. Transfers was the best feature on the app. Community was active. Families were involved. Kids were involved. Streamers were super active. Community. Yeah, but wasn't that just a factor of there's so much money to be made? Was it the transfers or was it just the money laundering? What was it, Big A?
The money laundering. Jesus.
I mean, I didn't say that, but I did. What do you think? I mean, let's be honest.
When you can do something you enjoy that's fun and make money on top of that, that just kind of sends it into the stratosphere. So, you know, people are here because they enjoy it and they like it. So once, like, you can go back to where every drop, it's not a risk. You get it. You or at least break even or make a small profit at absolute worst. Then you're going to see just people coming in left and right. But it's not just Veve, it's the whole market right now in this space.
Sure. And if they really dove into what we wanted, it wouldn't work anymore, right? Like, this is one of the thoughts I've had too. If we're like, all right, so they had done the helmets and they only dropped 1,000 and there was, a chaser in there, then the next time there'd be something else and no one would have any money. So then it would be like, okay, 1,000's too much. So now it's got to be 500. It's like a zero-sum game if they were to keep doing everything that we want. But the numbers have to work out, I think, a little bit better for people to be, because I guess this is my point about just having static collectibles and stuff. I want them to do more. Like, if I'm going to spend even 10 or 15 bucks, if it does something that I think is really cool, or I want to, even as dumb as that may be sound, I'll probably buy it. I'll probably, be like, okay, I really want that, not just for the money, but I want it. Like, they got to get people to also want things, not just to sell or things to keep. That's really, really hard. Let's see. I just finally got a signal back. Oh, and by the way, Fro, congratulations. Good to see you again. Free. You got to get the Starlink. I think I'm going to get Starlink. Denio C, what has stopped you from just having your kids use their account for just a few years and KYC when they turn 18? Can you do that, or did they close them down? I mean, I guess that's not a bad. I didn't even think about that. Like if you had an account, I thought you had to get. I thought it was like amnesty. I don't know. Transfers skip the contractually obligated secondary market fees due to the brands. That's right.
But then I always thought like put transfers back, but there's a cost to transfer. You have to pay the floor price percentage fee, like what you would have paid in fee. Which I think most
how
people,
would they determine? Do the floor price?
Yeah. Or the average recent sales. The average of the last.
But what if you got
sales
1977? You transfer it, and the guy gives you 1900. You skip that 10% fee.
I mean that's just like the outlier, but in general, that's how you can make transfers work and satisfy the contractual obligations with the licensors.
Right. They definitely had to do that. 158, Pasternak. Did you get it? Let me know if you got that. I was in a position to fund their own. I was in a position to fund their accounts, or maybe enable transfers and sensitive features like people only with level 20. Yeah, we've talked about that before. That might be the way to do it. Like you've got to be a certain level. Maybe you got to pay for the premium. Really be more invested in the company might work. Let's say I have internet in my car. Yeah, the internet in the cars work much better almost everywhere, but I was going through some gigantic canyons. I don't think Starlink would have worked there. No, it should. If there's no clouds, it should work everywhere. And they just lowered the price on their monthly on the roaming one. It's still like 100. It's 160 a month, but it's a bargain for unlimited. Free. Thank you. Let's see. Floor price can be manipulated.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like last 10 sales or something. It's not going to be like a perfect in every situation. Like you said, there could be minutes or more, but it at least puts the system and satisfies the contractual obligation to the company.
Yeah, there'd be a way to do it. There'd be a way.
Like, would you rather be able to transfer a partner statue for a $50 or $100 fee, or just never be able to transfer it? I would take the first option, right?
Well, right. But there's going to be people that are going to game the system for sure.
I mean, but so because, like you have a red light in an intersection, just because one person's going to probably run that red light, do you just like, oh, and then we shouldn't put a red light here?
If that red light paid $1 million, I mean, when we're talking about money and money laundering, that's where the problem comes in. You can't use logic like that because that's what it is. It's the United States wants to make sure they're getting their money, and
but it's if they're getting their fees between the transfers, then how's that money laundering?
No, let me ask you this. If you sell on Stacker, how does that work? You had to KYC to get on Stacker, right?
I don't think you can sell on Veve without being KYC. So I think that's where the KYC comes from.
So if you sell on Stacker, is there a is that like recorded?
I mean, it's
like
recorded on the blockchain, but I think you still need to be KYC to initiate that listing. So
okay.
From the connect, because it's still connected to Veve, and you can't sell without
unless
the
KYC. You're KYC.
Correct.
So you can't hide.
Maybe someone in chat. I haven't used really Stacker, but I'm assuming that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Veve is also Imprint entertained a make offer feature where you can see you as a certain edition, even if they don't have it on the market. I think they definitely need to implement that.
Yeah,
that would be pretty big. That is something people would really want. And I think that would be a big deal if they could do that. If they ever enable transfers with any kind of fees, I bet it will remove many existing and demotive new users. Agree or not, money is required in every collectible corner. No, that's true. What's up, chilling and vibing? I'm chilling.
I disagree because you don't have to do transfers. You don't have transfers now. Like if you have transfers with a fee, it's going to be a small fee. It's the fee you would have paid for selling it anyway.
Right.
So
I think he wants the transfers without the fees. Good to see you, Larry.
right, but
yeah,
I don't think the IP would allow that or would want that because they don't get their cut.
yeah, they're not going to get their cut. So why would they? Yeah, they're not going to want to do that. Oh my God, 657. I'm not going to get another L for me today. I'm just looking through the numbers, see if there's anything minty fresh. Here's the thing. I really miss the days of sniping the market, right? But I also remember when I used to snipe the market, it was no fun unless there was at least like 3,000 because it was just impossible to get anything. So I don't know. We need some of that excitement back, and I don't know how to do it. It's not like Veve's fault. It's just it's a fault of this current industry we're in. Let's see. You really think Pokemon is at top without money? Do you pay fees to Pokemon when transferring your physical cards?
No, but
that's the whole
physical.
point. That's
but
the
also
whole point. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to pay a fee if we've got a physical, right? But it's the same argument I had like back in the day with VCRs or let's say TiVo when it first came out. They didn't want you recording stuff digitally, so they made it harder to do it. But I could just take a VCR and record it. So if it was in crappier quality, it was okay. So I don't know. Like, I think on the digital, they just want to be able to follow the collectible.
I think it's a little bit apples and oranges.
Yeah, I think it might be. But it's worth like working. Let's see. Transfers the way they were before aren't planned on ever coming back, but there are other options the team has been looking at, offers, etc. Yeah, right. The offers are cool. I also wish that content creators could somehow get something where we can do our own giveaways and work it out with Veve though.
Or like if you want to make a transfer, like you put in a request and then it gets ruled in within 24 hours.
Right. I mean, that'd be hard on a total level, but like for content creators, it could be like, hey, I want to give away this on this day. I want to do a fundraiser and I want to give this away. And they could facilitate that on a small scale. But yeah, getting them the way we had, there's no way we'll ever get that. Transfer would be great for family. They're all KYC'd in the same house. Transfers would be great for YouTube channels for giveaways. Sure. I mean, I tried to buy something from my wife. And it was strictly to put gems in her account, but it wasn't like some outrageous offer. It was just the value. And then I got like an email being like, don't do that. So they can tell by your IP and all of that. Let's see, transfers would be bad overall if used to farm drops and keep away from the real collectors. Yeah, I agree. These IPs like digital because of perpetual fees on every trade ever, unlike physical, which is the only reason why they continue to allow it, is because they know that they're going to get fees because of the smart contracts they have on a centralized system. But of course, we know that those were all dumped on a decentralized system, right? There's no more smart contracts. They just don't exist. They have to be enforced by everyone, and not even OpenSea does it.
I mean, the physical version of the perpetual fees is they just keep printing cards.
Yeah, but they could do that with the NFT, right?
Yeah, but numbered, you kind of know.
You know what was first?
Yeah, or what was set. How many are there?
Yeah, transfers bring in a lot of bad stuff, a lot of bad actors, I think. IP cares for on primary sales and secondary percent. If they really cared, transfers were never, ever enabled. We were transferring before KYC. Here's what I think with Veve and the transfers. They were more innocent back then. I believe so. I mean, this didn't just start off being crazy, right? The crypto punks came out and then people saw a way to make money. David, you and Dan had a great idea. They saw an opportunity. They did it. And unfortunately, some bad actors came in and did some stuff. Then Veve did really well. Of course, they liked that. So they're not going to want to stop that, right? So they kind of ignored some of the things were going on until they had to deal with it. Then they had to get rid of the transfers because of the money laundering and all of that. And here we are today. So this is what we've got. This isn't going to change because I mean we're in a very friendly NFT crypto environment, right? Like we're not going to get any friendlier than where we are right now, I don't think. Correct? I mean, we've got the support of no matter what your politics are, we have the support of Congress and we have the president who is supportive in this space. So, and I still don't think these things are going to change, right? Like still the government is going to want their money, right? Except in Missouri, right? We don't have to pay for our gains on NFTs and crypto. Did that pass? I don't think it passed.
Maybe I thought it was news because it did pass, but what's the actual implementation?
Yeah, I don't even know. He had sent me something here in Missouri. They weren't going to do that, which I don't know if I agree with that or not. I mean, it's good for me. Correction. The word open should have been operate. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I do think it's going to bring in a lot of bad actors. If you bring
operate on the Veve app.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of things that that can be done. Let's see. In Discord and Reddit, we were daily dealing with who got scammed sending gems, money, and collectibles to strangers and never getting paid, or conversely sending payment and never getting merchandise. Yeah, I remember. What was that one where was it a Batman? Was it a McFarlane? No, not. It was the what was it? Remember somebody got something stolen and everyone like bothered the person who stole it or took it and didn't give it back, and then they eventually were able to give it back. Was that how that worked? Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
This is at the very beginning. I remember it's probably on Vault. The app changed a ton since the early days. Cash out, KYC were added. Now we have OMI to NFT. So many new features, more features to come. Yeah, like definitely my collectibles. We just hope we're just giving ideas here. But
were you talking about the guy who put the secret rare miles for the real cheap by accident, and then the guy who bought it and was trying to resell it instead?
No, not Headhunter. That's Headhunter.
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, no, not that. But this was.
I thought you were talking about that.
Yeah. This was the guy had sent the money, or it was like an escrow, and they got screwed, right? Like that's the only problem with that whole transfer thing. People were getting screwed. And Veve had to, for the sake of the business, had to take care of that. But now, yeah, to get more users. And by the way, my collectibles, I did not get credit for two people that, I mean, they told me I can go back, and I even got the mint that they got on the drop the other day, at least one of them. Two people signed up from the Arena Social app, a link I put on there. So I don't know if that shows that I got something from there, but I did not get credit. And they said they had 10 gems and bought the drop. So I got to figure out if that QR code's still working or not. But either way, I think.
Well, if they got the 10 gems, it should be working. They wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't working, right?
Right. Well, unless they lied, which why would they lie to me on there? I can go back and check. But yeah, I mean, this scene on the stadium on chain, the Red Bull Stadium, is really a big deal. And I'm hoping Veve will definitely consider, like, why. I mean, I guess they can't do the decon ticket or the Comic-Con tickets, right? Because that's all done through their own system, and it's legacy. So if you already have a ticket, you can buy it the next year, that type of thing. But there's something they could do. Maybe it's an event in Florida or a movie or something where you have to go through Veve to get the tickets. That's the thing that's going to bring people in. And at that point, you can onboard a lot of people. That may be what they're going to have to do. Transfers could be logged on a different tab that could be recorded, then let the treasury after whoever would cover Veve. Yeah, but it's just not even worth it because they want to get their money. And the only way to know that you're getting the full percentage is to have the interaction happen through Veve. We even had people who pretended to have been scammed and that solicited the Veve public sympathetically to send them gems and collectibles. yeah, I'm sure there's so much bad stuff going on. And that wasn't necessarily Veve's fault. I do think there was a period of time that they turned a blind eye to it, but eventually they took care of it, and I think everything turned out as best as it could. It was definitely a hard pill to swallow, not having transfers anymore, but it's definitely necessary for the space. I will live without transfers, knowing how scammy people are. It's just too hard to scam. I believe it would be very obvious if somebody was laundering large amounts of money upon here. Well, especially if you're KYC. That's why I was asking about the stacker deal. Was that KYC'd or how did that work? I wasn't sure how that works with that. Let's see. What else do we got going? Man, we had a lot of people here and then they all just dumped off. By the way, how many likes did we get? If you haven't hit that like button, I really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. I'm resetting here. Come on, my computer's acting very slow today. What's going on in the Arena Social? Got a few people over there. Hit that like button. We're only at 18. Come on, people. We can do better than that. Let's see. If anyone against transfers, they really don't know how real high price art market works. Physical art pieces don't just sell for millions because they have a sort of value. There are a lot of, people buy art because it goes up and down and it's a place to park your money. That's what the wealthy do. I know. I mean, I don't personally know. I personally know people who do, though, I guess. But I believe in David and Dr. Prophet. Seriously, Stacker was created for a reason. Yeah, because you want to be able to. I mean, look, if you can have anonymity, isn't that the biggest thing? Like if people could buy these and not be known and buy it with crypto and all that, we'd have a ton of people on here. But that's illegal at this point, right? That's why they can't do it. They can't do something where you're anonymous. Or at least I think they can. I just know people would be laundering money if we still have transfers. Right. Hashtag facts. It is true. I don't know. I'm right. You're wrong. Let me go back to the comic. I'm just seeing if, I cannot believe. Casey BMW, I was waiting to hopefully get that secret rare. Didn't happen. I needed it. I needed something to up my gems. Does anyone want to buy something from me in the market? Let me know. I got a lot of stuff I need to sell. My God, my computer's slow. It is slow AF. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go pause this up here. It might help. Maybe it's my computer. Maybe it's the app. I don't know. But we're at $1.70 floor on this. $2 on the common. Man, this will be interesting to see what
That's what you got, the common, right?
Yeah, I got the common. Man. And I won't get any. There's 178 for 13. I mean, it's just crazy. The good days are gone. For now.
The cross-section helmet, 269.
For real?
Yep. 3 of them. Oh, wait. Looks like this sold. There's back up to 3.
Yeah, I'm 269. Yeah, there's none for 269. There's 133.
There were 3 of them, but I just.
You bought one?
No.
Yeah, anyone want to buy my helmets? There's 19.
Crypto's pumping again. Yeah.
I'd love that. Let's see. We need money in the app and all kinds of money, crypto money. Oh, I completely agree. I would actually like it more if they would just right now concentrate on getting the app working right. So we don't have issues. I completely agree. The only way transfers would work if they link the MCP and rank to it, or if you were level 50. I'm not even level 50. I'm about to be, but you can have a limited amount of transfers per month. Yeah, I think that might be the way to do it. That might be the way to do it. Let's see here. All right, everyone. You want to help me out? You got some extra gemmies? Let me tell you what I've got for sale. I've got, I don't know if I want to sell that. I've got Mint 104, Mint 169, 775. That's the one I want to keep. I think that's a good one. 2345 and 4454. I really want to sell the 169 and the 2345. Anyone want to make me an offer? I think I have them at $14.99. Make me a fair offer. I'll come down. Make me a fair offer, and I'll put them up for you to snipe. I got the 169 and the 2345. If I think it's fair, I'll drop the price so you can buy it. but I need my gemmies back, especially for the Hulk for the Thursday drop. I'm excited about Thursday's drop. Let's pull that up here. I haven't checked the real world value on this, but
It'll probably never happen, but I have an idea on how
Okay.
they could do the transfers. It'll basically be a peer-to-peer sale. So,
okay, I'm
um,
listening.
so like the gems, one side would put in the gems, the other side puts in the item. Now, if they want to put like just one gem, like basically like a free transfer, the fee still gets calculated on the actual gems, the actual
floor
gem
value?
amount, or the previous 10 sales. So like if I'm selling a 1977 partner statue for 5,000, I pay the fees. It charges me the fees on the 5,000. But if I put it for one, then it looks at the last 10 sales and charges me that.
As long as the one never gets calculated in that. Like there's got to be.
That's what I'm
here's-
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it looks at the last 10 sales. If those were 1,000, then it charges me the fee on 1,000, even though only one person's bringing in one gem, the other person's giving a thing. So they obviously, like, maybe it's a family or a friend or a giveaway.
So I think this is called peer to peer is kind of what.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, and that would be okay. And I like the last 10 because that gets rid of a lot of the ability to fix the market. But there are enough people on here who'd be like, all right, let's do a big trade. So I've got some partner sets you do. Let's sell them for like 800. And then we'll lower the average price. I mean, there'll be people that will game the system some crazy way, but I guess they could follow them. They would know, right? Then they would know.
No. But like, so if you're selling 10 of them at 800, you've paid fees on 10 of them, like just
That's
to try
true.
and save, like it
Which
doesn't
wouldn't.
matter.
It
Right.
wouldn't math. Okay. All right. It might work. By the way, $10 for this. See, this is the only thing. And I appreciate Veve needs to make their money when they can. This should have been $6.99, should have been $2,000, and it would have sold out. It might sell out at 10. I mean, people really want this. But this is where they could give back to the community. This at $6.99 sells out. And we have not had a sellout except for Grogu and those crafting helmets. But on a comic, it doesn't happen very often lately. And this would have been a sellout at $6.99. And they've done this $10 on comics that were not worth $10, and they didn't sell. This one might. But I feel like that would have been a good, like, kind of gift. Give us this because we keep buying stuff. Let us buy this, and it will have the value. So it'll be worth $354 when you sell it at $6.99. There's not much risk to go for mints and whatever. And you could see a lot of people, it would sell out. I don't know. That would be my suggestion for Veve to do it as a gift to the Veve fam. But I also want them to be able to survive. This is what they have to do to grab a few extra gems. But I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, at the end of the day, they're a for-profit company. They got to make their money.
Yeah, fair enough.
2,000 for a semi-significant comic is pretty low, right?
I think it is. Let's go check it out.
Have we seen 2,000 on like anything? What comics have been just 2,000?
We've had a couple recently. Every month we've had a couple $10 comics. Let's see.
No. But 2,000 mints.
Yeah, they've been $10 with 2,000 mints.
Oh, but they haven't been. Oh yeah.
That's about $650, $700. Wow, the My Comic Shop has 1962, 181 Hulk for 112,000, a 9.8. Wow, I want it. Oh wow, wait, for reals?
What?
That seems pretty low. Hold on. There's a couple people that are selling the 9.8 online. Is this Veve, the first Thunderbolt? For $310 for 9.8. And it looks like most people are selling that for $650, $700. Wow. Okay. Maybe that's the right price. Maybe maybe it's more 350. Either way, it's got value. No, it looks like definitely there are people selling it for more. What's Not has it for 1995. Oh, does that have a signature? I don't know. Probably went up with the movie coming out. Most likely. I don't know. I'm excited about it. Let's see, peer-to-peer. Let's see. Do you know only you and Dr. Profit can bring the prices of everything way above than the previous all-time highs? Just 2 people, but we need many more people like them. Well, we need somebody big. By the way, Yasuke Moonflower Floor 1 for 12. And that's right. And don't forget that Kryptoni has the giveaway happening tonight. Did you enter that? I had the Cobra enter.
How do you enter it?
Just go to the tweet. I don't know, Kryptoni, you have that tweet available?
There was one where you had to post a screenshot of her.
Yeah, that's it. Then you're in. You're in.
But I did that like a month ago or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like a month ago, but he's still doing it. So
oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see. When I worked for Walmart, we always had loss leader sales. Yeah, a loss leader is definitely pretty common sales to bring people in. Maybe they should do $1 drops every once in a while.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. They need to do something or just to bring people back. The problem is they're going to have to do it on their own IP because Marvel expects the $6.99 price point. And that's probably not going to go down, right? Like that's Veve's job to bring in new people, not Marvel to lower their prices to bring in more people. We don't even know if they'll bring in more people.
But that's why it's called a loss, LOSS leader, because
right. But that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen. That being cheap is not going to bring people into here. You think it would? If it will, then just do a free comic. 1 per account.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's not going to bring. It's unfortunately not going to. I don't think it will work, but I mean, maybe it will. Yeah, loss leader. I mean, grocery stores do it all the time. Come on in. We've got a 5-pound bag of potato for $2. It costs them.
The Costco chicken's a loss leader.
Yes, I know that is one because is it still $5?
Something like that.
Probably a little more now. Yeah, it's definitely a loss leader. But they know people come in and they don't ever just buy the chicken. Me, I would just buy the chicken, but like most people will go in and be like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need a box of 500, candy bars. So it works, Shankster, what's going on? Going for the Hulk. Yes, definitely a good one. Maybe $5. I don't know, whatever it takes for them to at least break even. I mean, I would say my suggestion to Veve would be connect with some event and sell the tickets for the event, having the event ticket be an NFT, and that NFT have other possibilities attached to it, like a VIP experience, something like that, that is going to force people to have to go on to Veve in order to go to that event. That is going to get people to sign up. And then at that point, I don't know how good Veve's marketing is for existing accounts. I don't know how good it is for the affiliate codes. Like for instance, if I was Veve with the affiliate marketing, because I've signed up people that never spent the money, so I didn't get money on it, which is fine. That's all right. But they should be sending that person once a week an email saying your money is about to expire, because I don't think it expires. They should expire that 10 gems that they give out for free within 30 days. That way I have a potential to get the money on my end, but also it forces them to actually use it, and then send one final reminder before it expires and get the people to spend. I don't know how good their marketing is on that because I don't have access to that. But that's one way, because I have signed up people that didn't end up fulfilling it, and that's pretty crazy that somebody wouldn't take something for free. That's easy. Oh, perfect. There you go. There's the link for Kryptoni for the giveaway, the Cash App. What time are you going to be doing that, Kryptoni? Let me know what time you're going to be doing the giveaway. Also, remember, if you haven't hit that like button, I really would appreciate if you could hit the like button. It does actually help the channel out. I think my days of streaming on the arena are gone. Maybe if I'm doing this stuff, who knows? I figured I'd get more people. They just don't like my title is 10 free gems to spend on Veve, new users. If that doesn't get people, I don't know what else will. Oh my God. And nobody even liked the freaking stream. Come on, people. One more like just to get us to 20. Sports teams are starting now to sell their tickets, and they are NFTs that you can get merch and things like that. Yeah, I think that would be really cool to do that. Veve ain't cheap. It's a premium collectible app. I would rather prefer the idea of BE and Big A free comic one per account rather than a dollar drop. I wasn't mine. I thought that was free, or was that you, Big A? But either way, a free.
No, you're the one that said free.
All right. Well, yeah. So if you do a free, if they come in, I still also think they should do something like go for this drop and you can go for the next drop, or you can do some type of, you go for so many comics, you get a better chance at the next comic to get a ultra rare or a secret rare or something like that. There's a way to do it. But again, you're just recycling the current users. So we got to come up with a better way, I think. I don't know. Free, that's huge, whether anyone knows it or not. Yeah, sports teams. Yeah, they are. They're definitely.
Yeah, that's the article I sent you. They're selling,
right, which is exactly
experiences.
Right, that's exactly what this is. With the first stadium on chain, and I said the Cardinals. I think through Ticketmaster, they might have actually done it with Candy. Actually, I think it was Candy that did it. So Candy.io or whatever it was before, I think they're the ones that had the tickets that were NFTs. So if you think about it, Candy is, not even as good as Veve, or in my mind, not. It has been done before.
I'm curious what the unique experiences and memorable content refers to.
I don't
know. And it said delivered at the venue with a physical and an in-custodial wallet on chain.
I like that. They believe NFT ticketing is not gone long to disrupt. It is going to improve.
I think they put it in parentheses because he's meant like it's not long before it's going to disrupt.
Right, before it's going to disrupt, it's going to improve. Right. And I think it will. There's no doubt. It just makes sense. It completely gets rid of the fraud aspect, right? Like you get the QR code, it's on chain, you've got the real thing. You can actually verify it if you wanted to. I don't know. Free, that's huge. Let's see. If you can redeem a collectible by having a NFT ticket stub, it will progress the space. And I think that's what Candy did with the Cardinals tickets. I don't know if they do it anymore. This is years back. Actually, the first Battlehawks game I went with a guy who told me that he had a ticket and the ticket could be redeemed for an NFT. And I think it was on Candy. But I like the idea. Forget the redeeming thing. This redeeming thing's stupid. It's not going to work. You got to have them have to come on the app to purchase whatever that is. Decon tickets, right? Team up with Decon. Team up with the main artist and have the ticket be like have a common ticket and you could get lucky and win an experience. That's where it's going to come in. It's going to, trust me, that is definitely where this goes. And if they don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. Guarantee it. Let's see. Veve should not bring stupid collectibles like those Christmas trees. Those look cheap, and many of the fish collectible stones. I like the fish collectible stones, buckets, etc. Those just tarnish the image of the app. Well, they were good for my MCP points, so that was good. Veve should definitely implement categories. I used to be licensed by the NCAA for college sports. Really, it was difficult, but not impossible. And Veve should be able to get NFL like McFarland if they wanted to explore professional sports. And they originally said they would, didn't they?
What's that?
Didn't like Veve originally said they were going to be teaming up with like sports teams and stuff like that back in the day.
Yeah, I think they had. They said they had a contract with the NFL Players Union, not the NFL directly, but the Players Union.
The Players Union.
Yeah, so we'd see the actual individual players, not teams.
I kind of wish there was a comma after the part where you say, "I know Mark Cuban." Because that would be cool. But he says, I know Mark Cuban wanted to do that quite a while ago. Mark Cuban has some website now too. for marketing. I don't know. I just want Veve to kick some ass. And I've done marketing myself, not on this channel, but just in some of the businesses I've been in. And it's not easy. It's not easy to pull in people, but Veve really has something, and they've got this marketplace, and they're attached to these big IPs, which in itself will get them other big IPs, right? So it's a lot of opportunity. I'm just trying to think of what's something small enough. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. What about something like the Friar Fest, right? Or Firefest, whatever. The Firefest. Firefest 2. Now, I know that's ridiculous. There's a lot of stuff. In fact, it got the second one got canceled, but that's what they need to do. And they need to do it for something that's going to bring in a lot of people. They just have to have the right servers so they don't, the app doesn't blow up when everyone goes for it, and sell these NFTs. And make it so when you go to an event, there's a chance of getting some bonus stuff other than like just going on Ticketmaster to go buy a ticket. And then there's a secondary market that you can sell your tickets on. You might get a special NFT one. So somebody's going to not only get the ticket, but they're also going to get the special NFT. Lots of possibilities. Veve can team up with YouTubers like Mr. Beast, and they can bring Beast collectibles in the app and tell them to promote is heavy. Then you see the magic. The problem with somebody like Mr. Beast, he'll just do it himself. He'll just go ahead and start his own marketplace and do it himself because he's a pretty smart businessman at this point. And even if he wasn't, he's got people who can help him. In fact, I'm just checking my text message. I'm supposed to get some more information on that dealio I'm supposed to be talking about. I don't know. I think, let me ask you this. This is a completely separate. I'm going to actually ask this in chat. I'm going to go end the poll. So just so you know, 54 votes and not a lot of votes, 33% went for this. So this was a good drop comparatively to others. All right. Now, this is what I want to ask you. I got to figure out how to ask this. Oh my God, I can't even type. If it's something to basically like if Veve dropped, and let me ask you this before I put it up there. If Veve dropped, let's say, I'm trying to think of a comic that's worth like 10,000. Can anyone off the top of their head think of a comic that's worth 10,000?
Like in real world?
Like real world.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I can't think of one top of my head. But let's just say comic A. Now, what if, and this is going to get into the real world asset aspect. What if we had a comic that was fractionalized? So not only did we go for, let's say, a Marvel comic, not only did we go for it, but we'd actually have ownership in a physical comic. Plus, we'd have these digital. So when you bought in, you would be buying into a fraction of that comic. So there'd be value. Then you could have like a secret rare, whatever, that would give you, let's say, 2 pieces of the fraction. Maybe an ultra rare would give you 1.5. The rare would give you 1.25. So on and so forth. And maybe the common and uncommon only give you a half of the fraction, whatever that is. Is that something people would even be interested in? Because I think real world asset, that also might be where Veve might want to go too. And also having a physical involved and stuff like that. I mean, do you think that would be interesting, or is that just BS?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, they're creating like a whole new space. And it's just going to take time to build. They have a nice infrastructure. They just need to survive, which
I agree with.
They're doing well. I think like all these little things we're coming up with would maybe be like short-term bumps, but it's the long term is we just need the adoption from physical to digital and acceptance, and that's just going to take time. So I think it's just a long-term play.
Well, I think that's what they're thinking. Like, can they survive? So the question's going to be here. This might be confusing. If you sold a comic that was attached to a real physical that has value, that's fractionalized and gives you ownership, would you buy in?
I mean, when I got into crypto back in 2015, and even before that, I still knew what it was. Bitcoin was like, everybody's like, oh, Bitcoin's going to be the new money. People are going to be holding it, and there's not a lot of it. And it sound as when it was going up, it sounded like, yeah, this is the next new thing, and then the bear market would come like, man, this thing's going to zero. This is not going anywhere. And then like then got to the 2016, 2017 bull run, and looked like it was going to the moon, and it did really well. But then it came all the way down through December 2018. And when I made that huge buy in December 2018, Bitcoin, like, I'm like, this, I like it. It makes sense to me. I think this could do well, but it's a coin flip if I just threw $25,000 into the trash can right now.
Right.
And looking back, that was probably the best trade I've ever made. So it just takes time, but it took time to mature.
Yeah, it definitely takes time, and especially getting through the 4-letter word of NFTs. I mean, mass adoption for digital collectibles will happen. It's inevitable. I completely agree. He was building for long term, and will be here for years to come. No one IP sign will bring masses, only steady building. And I completely agree. But there are things you can do to juice the people onto the app. So go ahead and vote. I put it's not the greatest way I put it, but if Veve sold a comic that was attached to a real physical that has value and fractionalized, would you buy it? So would you buy? So basically, they bring a comic for 10,000. You're going to own a fraction of the value of that comic, and of course, you're going to be able to sell it too. So as the comic goes up in value, you're not just attached to a picture that literally has no value. It's almost like the dollar backed by gold and silver.
Yeah,
right?
It's just tokenized real world assets.
Right. And then in addition to that, you'll have different rarities that will get you more, maybe a common and uncommon get you less, rare, ultra rare, secret get you more, and a physical aspect. I think that would bring in a lot of people. Captain America 1 would do it too. Yeah, go ahead.
You mean like a common would own 0.1%, a rare would own 0.5%?
Yeah, so I think let's use MCP points, right? Well, maybe not 6 on a secret rare, but like a common's worth what, 0.25 in MCP points, and uncommons were 0.5. Rares were 2, ultra rares were 3, something like that. But I think that could be, maybe that's not the right formula, but I think that would bring people in, because now, again, you're attached. Not everyone's going to win, but you have more chance. Plus, you're attached to something that has value. For 6% secondary and heavy marketing payment, Mr. Beast will surely agree. He has already promoted many games with his collectibles in the past, but there are many other options. I'm not disagreeing. FA Wolverine, Hulk 181. So there you go. Well, actually, I thought I just saw one for like 117,000. That is interesting because, I have seen companies that do exactly that and let you invest in fractions of comics. Yes.
Well, they have it with the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
But who's going to custody? I think Pokemon's using, the one that does the Pokemon cards uses Brinks, but
right. You can have, as long as they're insured, it won't matter. It seems like too much development for something like fractional ownership of physical comics. It's not, trust me. It's not. I might buy into it, but the problem is I don't think it would get new users. It might not. The difference is that it might get us more excited, because now we're not just attached to, again, just a picture. It's something.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So you sell the comic on the market, you are selling the digital comic or the fractional ownership of the physical. So if you've got your digital, you've got your ownership in that NFT that you own will give you ownership of the comic that's held wherever.
Basically, like you're owning, those are like shares, like the asset, you're buying shares in the asset, like you own so many shares of it.
Yeah, you will own shares in it. And so let's say the secret rare, you own 2 shares. I don't know what it is, 3 shares, whatever it is. The common, you get a little less. But the chaser is that, if that comic goes, let's say it's worth 10,000 and then the next year's worth 20, well, you literally have something that it's attached to. So now you can sell that for more, even though the comic won't necessarily ever be sold. Your shares in the comic are real, and that value would go up and down
It,
as the value in that would.
in a sense, the way it works is like, let's say I have $100 comic and I want to sell 100 people 1% each of it. I'll sell it to them for like $1.10, $1.10 for
Right.
1%. That extra $10 is like a 10% fee for like keeping the comic and doing all the keeping track of like who owns what. But basically, those 100 people would own 1% of that comic, and if that comic doubles in value, they could sell at any point their 1% or to whoever wants to buy it for the $2 it's worth if the comic goes to 200, or they
Right.
could buy more shares from other people who want to sell theirs. It's just basically just like stocks.
And it would
Just-
also have potentially rarity added to the rarity of it, could make it worth even more, right? The secret, maybe there's a super secret rare, and that gets you whatever. Maybe that gets you a 5
Yeah.
a 5 CGC or something. So you get a physical or something. Let's see what MC says. It looks like the world is in the midst of a shift from physical investments to digital investments. Music,
Yeah.
movies, gaming, money, information all went through this shift. Let's see where it goes. Oh, this is why I dive into Veve every day. And on the dark days, I just think, and I know people hate it when I say this, but you look at either this is an Amazon, but you look at a company like Amazon or any major company, they will run 5 to 8 years without making a profit, just to get into that market. And then when they start making money, you never catch up with them. And Veve can be that. Or Veve teams up with another company and they can be that, or Veve gets bought and they're that. Either way, this isn't going anywhere. Somebody's going to get involved and it's going to be massive. And again, this article right here, this is the proof's in the pudding. It's already happening now. We now have a stadium that's on the blockchain. Sports Illustrated is involved. Tickets 100% will be NFTs. You're going to get stuff, utility. It's there. I always want full ownership or nothing. I buy what I can afford. And look, that's fair. But like, there might be somebody who actually, let's put it on another level. What about a piece of art? Art has been done. Banksy's have been fractionalized, so you could buy a piece of art. So it's the same thing we already get on Veve. Let's say there's a Banksy for real, and we could get it on there. I'm just saying, or another artist that's okay with it. So you would get the NFT, and you would also get ownership in the piece of art. So I mean, we have art on Veve. I mean, you're buying. It's the same thing, right? You're buying a digital version of it.
Yeah. You're just tokenizing the ownership.
Exactly.
And you're giving everyone a fractional ownership in it.
Right, so, but Pasternak, it's not meant to be a flex. It's meant to be. This would literally be fun and an investment. This would be considered investment.
But that's like, in stocks, what a REIT is.
Yes,
you're basically buying part of all the real estate that's in that.
I was going to say you're running into the real estate. I knew you were going to go, but yes, that's absolutely. Right. You don't have to, it's not a flex. Well, let me tell you this, it'd be a flex to say, for instance, you owned a share of Berkshire Hathaway. It'd also be a flex to say you own 0.25 of a Berkshire Hathaway, a share, that would be a flex, but it doesn't have to be a flex. It's not meant to be a flex. It's meant to be an investment. And trust me, that's something that I could probably make happen. I think NFTs are a good play right now because you certainly don't have to pay tariffs on them. And this is a very good point here. He deserves to see Sailor right now. I got to do this. Had to do that because that's absolutely right. If it ends up, it looks like the tariff thing might be, I know we got another 90 days. Hopefully it all gets worked out, but the tariffs come on and it becomes a bigger issue. Veve's in a very good spot to be able to sell these because you're not gonna have to deal with tariffs, right? From my business, my properties to my cars, almost everything I have partners with, almost the same kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, look, my uncle owns a Cirrus airplane with 3 other people. Yeah, I don't know what the thing cost, 1.2 million, whatever it was, but it's cheaper with 3 people to buy it, to maintain it. People do it all the time. Fractionalized ownership it's here. But it's not very big right now on the blockchain, but it will be. It absolutely will be. What time is it? How are you doing on time? I mean, I can still talk, but I don't know if it's worth it.
I mean, going to lunch in a little bit, so I need time to take a bath. But also,
Okay.
I bought some Maple Story characters, so I was trying to do something with them real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're gonna head out soon here. What's up,
Yeah.
Master Roni? Good to see you. He's gonna be
Oh, Master
on
Roni.
here tomorrow with Veve Magic. Who's ready for Veveverse tomorrow? I got to get that all set up too today. So we're gonna have Master Roni and Veve Magic on, and we're gonna just hang out on the Veveverse and do what we do over there. We'll have a giveaway from Veve and talk all the fun stuff that we can. Let's see. For me, it allows me to be a little bit more diverse and allow me to manage my time better. Yeah, to have like partners and stuff. And I think the fractionalized ownership, real world assets can certainly be mixed in the Veve world. There's some legality stuff, but again, like I said, this is a very friendly environment for this situation right now, so it's the time to take advantage of it. Hold on. I just want to check one thing in here. I'm going to move it over to here real quick. I might stay on for a little bit longer. Can you, let's see, can you hold the line for 2 seconds? I can go do something real quick and then leave.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes. I'll put you on the spot. I'll be right back. Okay. You want me to play a song, or you just want to take it over?
No, I can take it over. It's just if anyone wants to ask anything.
All right. Ask some questions for Big A. This is your chance. I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, I like the tokenized part, but fractional ownership. But like even like those companies, they have commercial real estate getting rental income in different markets, and some markets do better than others. So it's kind of like an ETF. Like you're getting a little bit of all the things in, you do VOO, you get part of everything that's in the DAO. So it's kind of the same situation. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. What's going on, everyone? That's horrifying. Yeah, man, he always leaves me alone. This is why I would never stream, because I would never know like what to say. I'm good. I'm a good reactor. I don't control anything, so I can't pull anything up. All right, Vibe says, I like the idea, but I would rather trust a project that specializes in fractional ownership of physical comic real-world assets. I'm sure that there's insurance, lots of legal framework. I mean, there are companies that are already doing that. So they had an art company that was promoted very heavily by a lot of influencers. But they had a pretty interesting where they would buy. They had actual like art dealers that would go and buy different. They had Picasso's. I think different. I think they had a Monet even once, but other like real popular newer artists, and they would show the art appreciation from year to year was like pretty good, 30-40%. So you would buy basically part ownership in that, and then when it sells, you would get your compensation, but you would be able to sell your ownership. What was the name of that company? But so they've already been doing this. The tokenized part is turning it into a token that's on a blockchain, and then it makes it easier to where you don't need the company. Like that company, if you wanted to sell your art, your share of that art, you would have to go to the actual company and do it on their website or whatever. With tokenized, you essentially own it in your wallet, and you can change it and cash it out. Like the company that has the Pokemon cards, they hold it like on a Brinks thing, but it's not really tokenized because it's 1-to-1, but that allows you to trade the digital version without having to like send someone a physical card. You just trade the NFT. You don't have that the inconvenience of mailing someone something, waiting for a physical payment. It all happens on the blockchain right away. But there's always that back end where you can turn in that NFT and get Brinks to mail you the physical to you. So, you know, there's stuff already happening, and that's working pretty successfully. 100 Electra Commons or any 100 common comics. Man,
I got rough.
definitely 100 common comics, especially like if you can get a little bit of everything, not the same one.
100 electric commons or 100 common. Why are we asking that? I can't believe everything got kicked off the screen. That's insane.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. What happened when it just stopped? Did it just stop? Everything like flashed off the screen?
I don't know. It just
That's so
I
weird.
don't control it. It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I left, came back, and this all happened. Let's see. Yeah, he took over. Let's see. I like the idea, but I would rather trust a project that specializes in fractional owner of physical comics, RWAs. I'm sure there's insurance, lots of legal framework and terms determining. Yeah, but what if? This is a what if. What if that company teamed up with Veve?
No, I was saying they used to. There's actually a bunch of companies doing it, but was it Masterworks?
No, Rareables does it, I think. If Veve can partnership, but Veve, in my opinion, should just triple down on what they're currently doing. Fix the website first. Well, they definitely got to fix the website. If we can partner with an RWA project and make it work, sure. 100 comics for sure, Denny OC. They could work with a company that already does this, such as they did with the payout system, and have them onboarded. Right. Exactly. This is all good stuff. So did people vote? So it looks like, in my question, if Veve sold a comic that was attached to a real physical comic that has value and fractionalized, would you buy it? Only 13 votes. 46% said yes, 54% said no. But I guarantee if they did it, people would do it, because it's no different than what you're buying now, but it would be attached to something. Now, I guess if they did a separate drop with a comic they already did, let's say this comic, right? And there was a 9.8 and you did it, which is worth whatever it's worth, $800. It might not make sense. But it's not just comics. It could be other types of art and stuff like that. In fact, I'm just going to end the stream. Not here. I'm going to end the stream on Arena. There's really nobody over there. So let me just end that. But yeah, and I'm going to shut it down. That way it doesn't screw up my
Yeah, it was Masterworks.
What did Masterworks do?
A lot of YouTubers used to promote it, like the financial ones, because it was a way to they had like an art guy that knew the art market. Yeah.
What about coins?
So they showed basically the art market has outpaced the S&P by 32%. That's actually
Right.
like on their landing page,
Like a real thing.
and they would go and buy like different artworks. I have to sign in without because it showed you on the dashboard like the recent trade. So they would buy an art piece and they would sell fractional ownership of it. You'd like buy shares in it,
Right.
And and they would hold it on, and they would take the decision like, okay, we think it's been a year, we've been holding this, it's appreciated 40%, 300%, we're going to sell it now, and then we pay everyone. If you don't want to wait till that date, you can sell your share in it.
Your share.
So there's like a secondary market for that. So it was just showing that like there's already like fractional ownerships of real world items,
of real world assets, which is the same.
Yeah, and then also mention the Pokemon. Who's the one that has the Pokemon trading cards tokenized?
Wasn't it what that YouTuber? What's his name?
No,
It wasn't, because he had his website too. Why can't I think of him? The one everyone hates. He had the big $9 million Pokemon card. I thought he was doing that. By the way, do you know Jeff Garrett? like
Mm-mm.
coin author, numismatic expert. Have you ever heard that name before? Because you collect coins. Like, what about coins? I mean, we did the stamps, right? We already did the stamps. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that with coins. I mean, it's going to be done. It's already being done, but. Oh, there's your call.
It's
Courtyard. What's Courtyard?
That's what it is. Courtyard. It was on tip.
So Courtyard is the one that does this. I got to go look that up. And they fractionalize stuff. Courtyard RWA. See if I can pull this up. DAP Radar, Project Overview Analytics. So Courtyard is on Dapper. I'm looking this up.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Makes sense when you relate it to particle ownership in stocks. Yeah, definitely. Edgar, look, he's over here. It's all over. Edgar came from over on Arena Social. Hey, thanks for coming over.
The website's courtyard.io.
Okay.
So, but these are not fractionalized. Like, it's a 1-to-1.
Okay.
So like where the Masterworks is fractionalized ownership of art, but not tokenized. This is tokenized ownership of Pokemon cards, but not fractionalized. So it's a 1-to-1. Like, so you go for a drop, and there's all these cards. So
these are physicals.
No. These you're trading a digital that there's a physical backing it that you can trade your digital for a physical at any point.
So like Fanable, except Fanable took it from them.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Fanable gives you a digital, but if you get the physical, it destroys the digital. Is that how this works too?
I guess, yeah. Okay. You can turn in the digital and get the physical
and get the physical, and then it destroys the digital. Interesting.
Yeah.
This information right here. All right, and then there's a vending machine. Is it an online vending machine, or they have a real? Is this just where I buy?
Yes. Yeah, it's a vending machine, and then you pull. They basically get a bunch of Pokemon cards graded, and there's some obviously better than others, and then they sell it all to where they make money over the total value, and you basically gamble opening a pack, hoping to get something more than what you paid for the pack.
What am I doing right here? Is this the virtual machine, or are these just packs people bought? Like this right here. Is this the drop? I can buy it, and then I have a chance to get what? One card, 2020 Obsidian Black.
Yeah, it shows just pulled those. That's what come out of those packs.
It'd be smart if they had the actual value. I'm kind of curious what that's worth. Okay, so sale $2,000. He paid $1,000. He sold it for $2,000.
Yeah, he bought the $1,000 pack.
Okay, here's the machine.
You'll see you got a bunch of different packs. Sports Diamond, I guess, 50, gives you higher chance odds.
Or it gives you a 10, or really
kind of like who did the Hero did it, where they had like the regular packs, and then they had the more expensive packs with the
right. That's right. They had you could pay the $100 and get guaranteed this or that, and
guaranteed rare high or something like that.
Okay, so here you go. Expected value 1,000, 48%, 23%, 23%. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. It's going down as I pay more.
No.
Of those values.
So you spend $1,000 for the pack, and then you have a 48% chance to get something worth
500 to 700. Yeah, now I got it. I got it.
50.
0.03%. These are like the odds on Veve.
Right. So if you look at it, that's 71% chance to get 1,000 or below.
Right.
So not the greatest odds, but then if your bottom's like 50%, then it's not terrible.
1%
It's
chance, 5% chance to get 2,000 to 4,000, and another 23. Interesting. Yeah, it's still enough to make people go for a chaser for sure. But and I this is kind of cool too, but I like the fractionalization better because now it gets you. Now imagine you could buy into a collection of coins or a collection of comics, right? Like maybe you could buy into and have that ownership. And now it's becoming not just fun because you're getting the comic to read and great, but you actually have an investment also. There's no doubt where it's going. And I think what Veve has is great too, because you can do stuff with entities that are not connected to a physical item or fractionalized. But I do think that it could get people interested. It could get more people interested in talking about the company, which is what we need.
I mean, even before crypto, we already had this with like precious metals, like where you could buy gold as like shares or whatever, and they would hold it for you, and so you don't have to take delivery of that. Which silver, because it's worth so much less, and you would have more of it. It's more convenient, and then at any point you could just ask for your stuff to be shipped to you. So basically, you're holding like an IOU with them.
Okay, and there, look, it's so funny just looking at this is exactly what Fanable did. They just basically stole this idea. 90% instant buyback offer based on your card's fair market value, which I think is smart. Buy back instantly. So if you do get a win, if it's 600, you only make $40, but at least you took a gamble, or maybe you get something you wanted. But I like the gambling aspect, but I want to win also. Like no matter what, you're still buying into something that could have future value. Let's see. Ever try to get someone to understand Veve? It's so difficult for people to grasp the concept. Those of us who are here love Veve. It's going to take time. Slow. It is a slow build, and Veve's, like I said, Veve's doing a good job, like switching things up and doing what they've got to do. I'm just trying to come up with some other ideas that can kind of fast track it. You team up with somebody like Sports Illustrated who's selling tickets, or a stadium, or become the ability to sell tickets for certain events and stuff like that. Veve can be the digital marketplace to the world. This is just codifying that, right? That's what this would do, is teaming up with a real world asset company in addition to what they're already doing. All right, let's make it happen. I'm going to make it happen, people.
Did your list come back?
I don't know.
The echo, whatever?
No. I never heard the echo.
Because I just took out the headsets. I'm back on the original.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. Oh, hello? Maybe I do. Hold on. No.
Say words with the letter S.
Ship sailing. Yeah, now I hear it. I hear it. Ships sailing to the sailors shitting in their...
Hold on, I just wanted to try something and take...
Yeah, I definitely hear it. P.
Okay.
Rest in piss. Rest in piss. Yeah, no, I hear it. I still hear it a little bit. Well, now I'm hearing my feedback. Now I'm literally hearing my voice, not just us.
Okay, hold on. So it's not better with echo cancellation.
You're ruining this.
I can put it back on. Okay, how about that?
All right. Ship sailing the sea. Ship sailing the sea. Yeah, I can still hear it.
Okay. All right.
Weird. It still can be fixed. It may not just be it's just something in there. Let's see. Basically, it's exactly what the stock market or anything is. You buy fractionalized pieces of a company, a piece of art. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea, and it basically gets rid of the issue of people being like, well, it's just a picture. You can just take a copy of a picture and da 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 da. Now imagine this. And I asked, oh, you paused. Big A.
No.
Okay, there you go. Now you're back. Now you're back.
It was loading the
headphones.
Yeah.
See, what I'd like, and this was something I had asked Cryptoys to do because they had these sealed whatever. I talked about this the other day. What if they brought back the original 92 Kenner doll or Kenner toys and
Hello.
they sold those
Hello.
and you could get one of the 92. Obviously, Stars would have to do this, but there would also be attached to that the actual real world asset of all 92 graded, the highest grade that you can get, the full 92 set, and you're buying into that. Now, the question is, how much are we willing to spend? I mean, in the past, we were willing to spend up to $120 for some stuff, you know, and how many would they have to have and all of that, and if it didn't sell out or stuff like that. But like to me, not only would you get maybe the NFT version of it, you could get any one of them, but it would give you ownership in the full set. So as the set goes up, it becomes worth more. As it goes down, but at least you're attached to something physical. I don't know. I like the idea. I don't know. There you go. Shelly sells seashells by the seashore.
Now that I hear your list, I can't unhear.
I'm sorry. God, you can't unhear it when I'm talking. I have a
No,
list.
I'm just, yeah, you have a list. You can't tell you have a list. Or like
No.
anytime you say S, it's really it's really
So if I
loud.
say
That's a
seashore,
lisp, right?
no, a lisp is like, I don't think that's a lisp, right? If I bit my lip and try to talk, I don't know. We're boring people here. Yeah, I don't know how to do a lisp,
No, I guess
but I don't.
then I guess it's not a lisp.
It's
just
a
when you say
hiss.
S.
It's a
Yeah,
hiss. It's a
when you say
hiss.
the
I've
S.
got a hiss. F my life. Just one more thing for me to worry about and be self-conscious about.
No,
Right?
it's not bad. I'm just saying, like,
I'm
in
kidding.
the
I'm
audio,
kidding.
it's picking it up.
All
Oh.
right. It's 12 o'clock. And how many people are watching on X? 84. So that's a BS number. We definitely lost. Who's still out there? Oh, he's gone too. I was like, I thought O'Milly was still on, but I believe Veve Radio starts actually fairly soon. All right. Well, I think this is a good conversation. I don't know. The real world, blah, blah, blah. The real world asset is a real possibility and it can happen. And I can actually make it happen if Veve wants to do it. I know he's still here. He's the only one still here. You hear that, Mike Collectibles? I might actually have to get in contact with you to talk to some people at Veve about some stuff. But yes, like this stuff can really happen though. Oh, a lisp is making an S sound like a th.
Okay. Then
Oh
maybe
yeah,
not
that
this.
would be right. That would be a lisp. It's no longer Veve Radio. They took Veveverse. What do you mean? Did they? They took my name? They took Veve Radio. It's Veveverse, but I'm Veveverse Live. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a talk to them. I thought it was they took the Veve out of their profile. What? So what is
It's
it?
radio.
It's just radio? Radio, they took Veveverse. I'm so confused. Okay, now I gotta go look this up. Did I get rugged?
Right.
Where is
So
it?
what's their name now that Veve's not their name? Just
Oh,
radio? Or-
virtual radio.
Ah,
Okay. Gotcha. No, they took the Veve out. It's virtual radio. They rebranded it. Okay. Well, me too. This is no longer Veve Drop Live. It's InformMint Big A Drop Live. How about that? You like it?
I
It kind of
I never remember this channel being called Veve Drop Live.
let's
That
see.
was originally the
No, I don't know. Here's all the different names we can be. We've got Veveverse, Veve Drop Live, Veve Drop Live, Veveverse, Veve Drop Live. I think it was always Veve Drop Live. InformMint Veveverse Villa, Banker, the Arena. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard.
No. But originally this channel was called Veve Drop Live.
Oh, you mean InformMint? What InformMint used to be called, or
Yeah.
it used to be
Actually,
called
before
Veve Drop?
Inform-
I was
Before-
Veve Drop.
Yeah.
I was Veve Drop.
I thought it was BE. It was just
No, it's Veve Drop. I even own VeveDrop.com.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to give it to Veve, but they didn't want it. And for some reason, I paid for another year, so I think I still own it. They rebranded it. Hey, look, do it early because, like, I'd like to rebrand this channel too, from InformMint to a big cuss word, but I don't think that would work too well. That would not work too well. All right. Well, now I learned something else. Does anyone want to buy my Corey Epico Last Mint? It's up for $325. Buy it. Oh, okay. Old school Veve Drop. That's right. I was old school Veve Drop. Then I changed it to InformMint. Then my collectibles forced me to start a new channel. So here we are, InformMint 2. Because I'm so effing clever. InformMint 2. I don't know what I'm. It's like I'm. The channel's bipolar. It's all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, names usually don't matter. It's content, and what we found out over the past couple of years is I've got horrible content. But
Next
does
name will be Digital Drop.
Digital Drop. There you go. Or it'd be Real World Asset Drop. How about that? Would that work here? How about this? This is our new name right here.
Real world value. Ooh.
That Real World Value. That's the name of the new show and the channel. What do you think? I think that would work. Bro, when are you going on? He's going on at 12:30, I think. My time. I really want to dive in. Oh, wait, we've got more people. We've got 18 people now. They are, if Veve sold a comic that was attached to a real physical that has value and fractionalized, would you buy it? 56% are saying yes. Assets are us with InformMint. Yes, because that would be a smart move. Getting rid of the InformMint would probably be the smartest thing. I told you, I got rugged by the person who actually owned InformMint. One word without the dash. It screwed me over. Huge assets.
There we go. I like that.
I like huge assets with InformMint. How about big balls InformMint? How about that? Huge assets with InformMint. I think you might be onto something, my collectibles. You might be onto something. My lord. I'm so yeah, go ahead.
When I first started following my collectibles, and then like 3 months after, I was like on the Veve app, and then when you go to my collectibles on there, like, oh wow, he named himself after the Veve
right. I saw
thing.
that too. Right, totally.
It makes so much sense. But then he like showed his comic store from like years earlier, and it was called My Collectibles.
Right, he was
like,
being.
Okay, well maybe it wasn't from the Veve app.
I mean, that was the whole idea with the Veve Drop was SEO, search engine optimization. Well, look, they do a Veve Drop. Why not call myself Veve Drop and everyone will find me and all? Didn't work. But plus, I didn't really do with that channel. I really didn't do streaming. I did my videos, and it did what it did. It wasn't anything big, but yeah, that's kind of funny. I always forget about those days. Ass hats and collectibles. I like it. I like it. Keep going. How many Grogus does MC have? That's a good question too. I don't know. How many do you have? By the way, your mic's a little soft again. You got to turn it up. Oh, just one. He just has one of each. Wait. Yeah, I got a little soft.
I turned the echo off.
All right. Oh yeah, there we go. I just heard it. Yep, that's good.
I didn't know it would affect the mic that much, but all right.
All right, here it is. Now I got the link here. Virtual you can't keep doing this. The biggest bro. All right, there's the link, by the way, to virtual radio with the biggest bro, Raven and D. I haven't seen Raven in a while. I guess I'm gonna have to do a giveaway soon. Let's see, the Glizzy channel featuring big balls. The real question is, how many Grogus does Grogu have, and does he share the fish sticks? Did you know? I haven't seen Fun Under the Sun today. He's cheated on me. He's got 24 of them. MC could only got one of it. Not his in real life Grogu would get jealous. That's true. If he got more than one, his in real life one might unlife him in the real world. He does not share. It's like my dog. It's like my dog. Okay, so on on virtual radio. Here, let's pull this up. Join Raven, the biggest bro, and myself as we go live for another episode of Virtual Radio presented by True Media Group and proudly sponsored by Key Comics. We're changing things a bit and bringing in first caller up. Tune in for some fun and games to win awesome prizes. There will also be supported giveaway from Veve at 10:30 PST, which is going to be in about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 21 minutes. So definitely going to want to check that out. I've got so much to do. I have such a hard time like watching all this stuff that's out there. It's just crazy. I've got minty fresh balls. I like that. Big Dick's liquor store. I think that would sell well on
we started.
Yeah, what did we start? This is actually a real store. Oh, really? There was a restaurant called Dick's. Have you ever heard of that? I've talked about it. It was in Cleveland. They have them all over the country, or they did, and they were really jerks to you. And so the one time I went, I ordered a drink. I ordered the large drink, and they gave me the drink, and it was huge, like this big, and it was all straws. It was a little bit of drink, and it had like 40 straws in it. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? And then when they brought out the hamburgers, he just throws them on the table, and I'm like, which one is mine? And he like lifts up the bun, and he's like, I think this is it, and tosses it towards me. I'm like, okay, I guess this is a good idea. Flex your giant assets with InformMint. Musty fresh numbers. I like that. And assets, wife jets. I mean, I'm getting some really good ideas here. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a really pretty good food at this one place, but the name's kind of funny. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Will I get banned from YouTube?
No, it's an actual restaurant.
Let's check it out. Oh my Lord. Yeah, we're not bringing that up. Are you serious?
It's really good too.
Yeah, craziness. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh my Lord. Okay, what do we got going on here? Giant assets. North Carolina has a place called Dirt Dick's Crab Shack. Sounds delicious. Dick's is a sporting goods. Yeah, no, we have that out here too. We have Dick's Sporting Goods. Dirty Dick. I can't, if I say it too much, I am gonna get like demonetized. Not that I'm gonna get, but by the way, everyone, ever since getting monetized, I feel like I've got a new career in my life. I think the best stream I made, now this doesn't include super chats, but the best stream I made was it $2.69. It was crazy. I jumped up and down, and then I just burned the money because I'm a what the F. It's a family restaurant. It's a family. Yeah, there's no money to be, not when you have even 600. You got to have thousands of people watching. Even then, you're not going to make any money. Made it back. Party time. It is party time. I can't wait. So this Dirty DICKS Crab Shack is a family restaurant. Nice. I like it. Get our famous cheese. Bussies. I don't know. It all sounds horrible. What's up, Dr. Strange? By the way, I'll pull his thing up here too. I think he's still doing his thing here. Let me pull up his giveaway because he's got his stacking or slacking. I already shared it, but let's go ahead and just share it in here. I think he still has the giveaway. If not, you still have to look at it.
You already had a stacking or slacking for the Hulk one?
Yeah, this is what he has. He's released it, but you got to watch it, and you can get a giveaway from Veve. Or is this just for Xmen? Maybe this is just for X. I thought it was for both. I haven't seen it yet. Either way, I'm still going to put it out there. There it is.
No,
giveaway is live.
I didn't see any videos. So I was asking. I don't care about.
Yeah. I didn't watch it for this, but I gotta watch it. So there you go. There it is. There you can go look at it and do it. Yep. Givey is live, so check that out. And if you're Majin, you do everything and you win everything. And me, I don't ever join and I don't ever win, which is what happens. Jeff Dick Cheese McGee, sounds also very good. I better stop saying all this stuff. Veve Drop Live. That's what we are for now. Soon it will be Real World Asset Live, or whatever it's going to be, with Veve. With Veve. We're going to do it. MC, I'm going to be sending you a DM. All right. Yeah, I think I'm done. Can you stay for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's good seeing you. I'm going to be doing Veveverse Live tomorrow. By the way, is there anything you want to promote, talk about real quick before we leave?
No.
All right. Well, there's the amazing knowledge from Big A. I will be back tomorrow with Veveverse Live with Masteroni, a special guest. Veve
That's
Magic.
a funny t-shirt.
Let's see. I've got my. I mean, I've seen that. All right. Diddy's baby oil. Oh my God. I can't even do it. Can't even do it. You rugged me there. Holy cow. Look at that. Thank you for that, Shanks. Let me give you a thank you for that super chat right before I was getting out of here. And thank God it's in pounds, because then it's worth more than I see. Where when I got my Jimbo Lingo gave me 250 pesos, still a very nice gift. Definitely. What's up, Ronnie Lido? We're about to get out of here, not because you showed up, because I suck. Dirty dicks definitely have. Next time I'm not going to read it. But all right. Anyways, my whole point is I'm getting the F out of here. Yeah, thank you, Shankster, by the way. I appreciate the gift there. But I'm gonna get out of here. Got to talk to Big A for 2 seconds, and but I'll be back on tomorrow again with Masteroni and special guest Veve Magic. We'll have a giveaway. We'll do Veveverse Live stuff. I don't know. We'll talk and chill and whatever we talk about. It's been fun. Hickory. Oh my Lord, I can't even. Tucson. All right, we are out of here. Do something nice for somebody else. See you tomorrow. Until then, everyone, I'm out.
See y'all later.